Hello, to whom this may concern. Is it on? It's on. To make sure I don't leave the mic off. I don't normally do it anymore, but I did it one time recently and it's got me paranoid now. Haha. Princess juice, immediately, please. I've been getting the sugar content right lately. God damn it. I'm not hitting that sweet spot between the milk, the right amount of milk and the right amount of sugar. Gotta work on that. Let me just switch something off on Twitch real quick. What is this? Power-ups. Message effects, Gigantify emote, on-screen celebration. Oh, it's bits. Didn't know that was a thing. I guess that's new. That's interesting. Sorry, I'm just... Let me get back out of here. Well, that's wild. I guess they wanted to give people more things to do with bits. Because for the most part, bits are really just like a tipping system. Ah, not bad. Not bad. I might need to move this coffee. Because I'm going to have to move the mic and everything once I flip the screen on. It feels weird being back on a just chilling stream. Feels like it's been ages, but it's only been 1 weekend off, and that was only because we were here every single morning for Summer Game Fest. So there was no room for a normal just chilling stream, unfortunately. Sad. What to do today, though? Very, very much. Oh, yeah, there's been actually, no, there's been a couple things. Because we had Summer Game Fest last week, I missed out on some drops, some cool trailers. I want to catch up with that stuff. I guess I'll do that now. It's a couple of cool things, man. Hey, Plantasy. Plantasy? Like fantasy, but plants. Okay. Yeah, I got the got the Barbie, the new Oodie. My normal Oodie is normally a Space Jam Oodie. That's the one I used to stream in. But this is the new hotness. The hot pink Barbie Oodie. It's fucking sweet. Somehow it feels fluffier than the other one, but it might be because it's newer. Hasn't been through the wash as many times as the Space Jam one. Just still got a lot of that still got a lot of that sheep. Borrowed off the missus? No, bought for myself. I saw it on the Oodie website because I only ever had the Space Jam one. I thought I better get a second one so I can alternate when one of them's in the wash. And then I saw this one, and it was right after the Barbie movie. And I had seen the Barbie movie, and it was pretty good. And I thought, you know what? That's got some Kenergy. Maybe I should get some Kenergy going on the stream. You got Star Wars and avocado. The avocado one looks popular. Avocado and toast. I've seen the toast one a lot as well. People really go for that. Ah, damn. That is actually pretty good, though. Needs more sugar, but I think I really needed that. That's toasty. It's the right temperature for an Oodie and a coffee. You know what I mean? I'm feeling cozy right now. Feeling comfy. A little too comfy. I'm going to nod off. Unless I knock back a couple more of these. Oh. The princess coffee. Goes with the Barbie Oodie. Setup's kind of sick. Yeah, it's not bad. It's too bad you can't see the actual computer stuff. It's pretty good too. I got the 3-screen. The main screen in front for the gaming, and then I got a left and right monitor as well. I keep looking over here because that's the monitor that's got the chat on it. And I do stuff in the middle. On the left, I mainly have like my YouTube playlist and my social media stuff. I can pop them out in tabs. I've got that Opera GX browser, so all of your social medias are like tabbed on the left, and you can just slide them out like really quick. It's good stuff. Oh, the katana. It's actually a couple of things. The only one there that's a katana is it's a replica of the Hattori Hanzo from Kill Bill. The bride's Hattori Hanzo blade. So it's like a movie prop memorabilia thing. And then it's got the twin Deadpool swords next to that in the holsters, so you can put it right on your back. It's got 2 sides, like the what Electra has. And then it's got this one ninja blade that's like kind of fucked up looking. It's like serrated in this really dangerous looking way. And then if you cock the handle like that, you can separate it into 2 swords. Because they're actually magnetized together and they're really thin. So it looks like you're using 1 sword, but if you pull them apart, you've got 2. That was pretty cool. I don't know why I have that. The other ones kind of have a purpose. That one was just kind of a impulse buy when I had money because I just wanted to see what it was like. And at the time, I thought I might make like a little mantle display, you know, on the wall or something, just for show. Never really did that. Kept moving house, and a lot of rental places you live in don't like you making holes in walls. Rich motherfucker. That was back when I had money. I don't actually have money anymore. I used to be in the public service, working for the government, like at the Department of Defense, and I used to make a lot of money back then, and I just got stuff. Nowadays, I've been to film school, and now I'm working as a contract editor, and I'm quite poor, so things have changed quite a bit. I have to rely on the stuff I've already collected. Sucks when things break down, though. As the aesthetic. Yeah, I got this cheap my Twitch handle and my gamer tag, Seankichu. I got this like fairly cheap plaque that's got my name carved into it. And it has LEDs inside, so when you plug it in, it like glows LED lights through my name. And I was gonna like put that on the wall back there somewhere, but I don't have a long enough cable for it. And also, it's so far back there that it's going to be kind of small. I don't think it'll have the effect that I was hoping. But it seemed like a good idea at the time. Better pay than, what, New Zealand? Is that what you mean by NZ? Or the whole of New Zealand? Like, every job there pays terribly. God damn. What is your... Hang on, what's this badge for again? Got an interesting badge next to your name. Twitch Recap 2023. I wonder how did you get the badge for that? I remember taking part in the Twitch Recap. Got my stats and everything. Wonder if that means if I chat in somebody else's channel, I wonder if it'll show that badge on my name. Proper Moments badge? Yeah, I'm not... I should look into that. So I think I know what it's for. And I did take part in the recap stuff. Because we had a end of year stream. And a few of us were hanging out just like looking at our recap stats. Not just for Twitch, but for Steam and for like Xbox Live and PlayStation Network and stuff as well. My stats for Xbox are usually pretty crazy because I play a lot of Game Pass games on stream. So like... I know last year I think I cracked like 107 maybe? 107 games played in a year on Xbox alone. Just because of streaming, really. I mean, I stream like 4 times a week for like an average of, 5 to 6 hours. So that's enough time to get a lot of games in. You got it during XQC stream? Oh, maybe it was... Maybe you had to attend streams during the recap period that had, like, a certain drop thing activated. I'm sometimes blind to the drop system. I don't really pay too much attention to it. It seems like it can be a bit gimmicky, but still. I should look at that more, just out of curiosity. I tried watching some XQC clips once. He games very differently to me. I found it hard to vibe. He's very ADD. He's very like rushed. I think I looked at his Choo Choo Charles gameplay at one point from his stream. And like that dude just like sprints between objective, like bunny hop sprints like he's playing Counter-Strike between things. Doesn't read the doesn't read anything either, like doesn't pick up stuff and read them. Very different from me. I like getting into games, like checking everything out, taking my time. But I've seen quite a few big name streamers being very similar, being very like ADD vibe with how they game. It's interesting. Gone downhill after he moved to Kick for gambling. Bets everything on black. Has he got a gambling? Oh wow, that's a shame. I mean, I guess he can afford to have a gambling addiction. He's quite well off from his streaming career, from what I've seen. So even if he loses a bit, he's still pretty alright. He's not like those families that are poor that are addicted to gambling because they think it'll save them from their poverty, and it just makes it worse. 100 mil contract is chill. Yeah, exactly. That's a bit of a bedrock to sit on to support bad habits like that. I can't imagine that for certain types of people it would be very engaging content though. Like I don't think I'd want to watch someone gamble. I think it would depress me. Also, like nothing's really going on when you're gambling. Not like when you're playing a game and you're actually it's an experience. Like there's a story going on. There's some kind of narrative pull. Like if you're watching someone play Last of Us or something. When you're watching someone gamble, they're just like hitting a button and hoping that that they get money. Doesn't sound as exciting. But I mean, he's got a pre-established base, so it doesn't really matter what he does. He can't really lose. You know what I mean? Like, if there are a bunch of people that just stop watching for a while because they don't want to see his gambling, there's still just as many people that'll still tune in because, you know, they're fans of XQC and will watch him read the phone book. That's the upside to being established. Looking forward to Elden DLC. I haven't actually gotten around to Elden Ring. I still got to play that someday. So I'm a bit far off from being able to hit the DLC. Where was I with Souls likes? I played 1 and 2. I played Dark Souls 1 and 2. I played Demon Souls. I haven't actually tried 3. And Sekiro still on my list. I have played Bloodborne. Man, I really should play Sekiro. People talk up Sekiro heaps. The last 2 Souls-like I think I played weren't even from FromSoft. One of them was Mortal Shell. And what was the other? Fuck. Mental blank. Something after Mortal Shell I played that was a Souls-like that wasn't FromSoft. But I can't remember what it was now. You took a week off to finish Elden Ring? Done decent hours. Yeah, it looks really good. I like Souls-like a lot, so I would get on it. I tend to go through lots of periods of just focusing on Game Pass stuff, just because I can get through them faster, and I've already got the subscription, and so I don't have to buy any games. It helps when you're going through Struggle Town, and you're not in a position to just buy a new game for full price. If you've got that Game Pass subscription, they drop new games as well. I mean, check this out. Hang on. Hold up. Oh shit. Wait a minute. Why is that dead? Elgato. Deactivate. Reactivate. That's interesting. Elgato, what are you doing? What the fuck? Alright, fine. Play it your way. Let me just pull the cable and see what that does. Deactivate. Activate. Wow, it's big difficult today. Look at that. Some bitch is just a big hole in the screen. Picture frame, Elgato screen capture. Where you at? What has happened here, my friend? That's interesting. Have I just straight up killed this? It might have been an update. Oh, holy shit, your name just changed color for no reason. You went from pink to device. Hey, it's not there. intriguing. The Elgato HD60, it still technically works because it's plugged into the laptop, which means that with the HDMI passing through that, if it wasn't working, then my monitor that's in front of me wouldn't be on, and it is on. It's just the I think the OBS has forgotten. The OBS has forgotten about it. All right, let me have a look at this. I'm going to check it out real quick. I'll be back.
Roger.
What? Oh, God. That didn't sound good. Austin? Well, fuck me sideways. Don't you do this to me, Lethal Company. Don't you. No need to waste time on the freight container. Send out a signal. A 312 roll at difficulty 6. If I fail this, I'm a loser. The auto safety mechanism was triggered and exploded into a million pieces. I rolled 5 on 6. Okay. Where was the orb? Here. Almost forgot about that. We need that. Alright, soft lock the game.
Like it's waking up.
Put it in your butthole and let's go. Where was the other triangle? There. So, I would have put that there. Oh my god, it worked. It worked first go. Let's do it. Hell yeah, brother. I can't believe that. I've frozen both things. Holy shit. I've frozen my camera as well. Ah, son of a bitch. Let's see. Solo camera, still busted. Wow, it looked ridiculous. Hey, there it is. Alright. What's the deal here? Let's have a look. I just re-plugged everything in. Okay, activate. Oh, sick. Alright. I somehow fixed it by fingering cables and holes. How about that? Nice. Hey, D-Lanes? D-Lanes? Sounds sus. Yeah, a little bit. Hey, at least it's working. That worried me for a second. I somehow turned my Xbox on while I was doing that. What the fuck? Xbox, no. Sorry, the Series X wanted to join the party for some reason. Oh, thank God that's working. Alright. That was a bit scary. What was I doing? Oh yeah. I was going to check the Game Pass store real quick. Because I was mentioning before that Game Pass is actually good with dropping new stuff sometimes. Oh, they just got Callisto Protocol. Not exactly a new game, but for some reason that just randomly showed up like yesterday on Game Pass, which is good because I haven't played Callisto Protocol yet. I heard people complain about it a bit, but I mean, I like Dead Space, and if it's a not as good Dead Space, that's probably still good enough for me. Lords of the Fallen. There's another Souls-like I haven't played. That's got to go on my list too. Next to Elden Ring somewhere. I played the first Lords of the Fallen before they did this reboot. It was alright. I didn't mind it. People are a bit hard on it sometimes, I think. Anyway, cool. Oh, what's leaving next? Hang on. Leaving Game Pass. They haven't updated it yet, I don't think. Cool. Coming next. Flintlock Siege of Dawn. Still Wakes the Deep. Sick. Wait, hang on. Call of Duty Black Ops 6. A lot of, when we watched Summer Game Fest, a lot of those Xbox games were, day one Game Pass releases, which is pretty neat. Any of you guys play Helldivers? Everyone on Helldivers are wholesome as fuck. I think the reason everyone on Helldivers is wholesome as fuck is because the game is brutal enough as it is that it brings people together. It's like the Watchmen plot. It's like Ozymandias' plot in Watchmen. Like, he creates this greater threat to bring humanity back together, even though it's like a fucked up thing to do. That's basically Helldivers 2 in a nutshell. I'd like to play Helldivers. I have a Series X, but I haven't got a PS5 yet. I've always kind of hung back on getting one for some reason. Well, I was poor for a long time, but still. Just blokes 30 plus we met so far, but maybe I'm old. A lot of younger people don't bother using mic though. That's what I've noticed. Like, sometimes the younger they are, the more they don't give a fuck about mic and they just run around blasting people. I like when people use mic and cooperate, you know what I mean? I'm more into games where you get to co-op with people rather than just everyone out for each other. Like Call of Duty deathmatches where everyone's just running around trying to get headshots and points on the scoreboard. I get bored of that shit real quick. Like, I prefer games where you get to form a small group with a couple of humans on mic and you get to actually do shit together. Old timers of genuine convos. Yeah, there you go. Like, Deep Rock Galactic is a good one if you got 3 mates. Like, all 4 of you going down the mines. Going down the space mines to fight giant ants and dig up some gold. That's a pretty good time. Let me close this down real quick. Blap. Hey-o. What? Holy shit. Do you know there's a Sausage Party sequel on the way? Do you remember Sausage Party? That 3D animated movie by like Seth Rogen and them that was real dirty? There's a fucking trailer out for it already. Sausage Party Foodtopia. They didn't even put a 2 on it. You know what? I'm gonna watch this. What was the button? Blip. Let me move myself to the side real quick. I'm gonna go all the way over here. What? I don't mind the first one at all. That orgy scene at the end was a bit twisted, but I don't know, I was kind of into it. Seth who? Seth Rogen, you know, the dude with the laugh. He played Pumbaa in the 3D animated Lion King reboot. Pineapple Express. Green Hornet. 50 other stoner movies. Yeah, 40-Year-Old Virgin. There you go. That's a good one. Steve Carell. Here it is. Boom. It's better be good, man. Better not be some straight to DVD, cheapo bargain bin shit. All right. Closed captions off. Why? Wait, I don't hear shit. Hang on. I think the Elgato thing just quickly broke this audio meter. Let me just fix this. There we go.
Food is alive. I repeat, food is alive.
Commence Operation Dessert Storm!
It looks cheaper than the first movie for sure.
Welcome
That's a
to
shame.
Foodtopia! Food
food is now the dominant species on Earth.
Wait, they
As long
fought
as
back
this
and killed the
brainy little
humans?
dude is on our side,
Rad.
we can't lose.
Alright,
We started a revolution and made this happen.
what the fuck?
This is what life is gonna be like from now on. Living in perfect.
I think there's potatoes with daisy chaining.
There is nothing that can stop us.
Is that donut and that banana having sex? I swear that half of this movie is still gonna be just food, like fucking each other.
What are we gonna do without you? We don't know how shit works. We don't know anything.
Frank, does this look like paradise to you? You got blind melons and smashed pumpkins. You're gonna tell me the revolution was worth it? No way.
Oh, smash pumpkins, I get it.
Huh? We need a human to tell us how.
Haha.
Back on a Hume hunt.
I go on and on.
They're dumber than you think. You know their brains aren't even in their heads, right? They're in their butts. Ah,
What the
plug
fuck?
in.
What are you doing?
There's a hot dog up my ass. Oh, it's controlling me. Don't hurt me.
I'll do whatever you want.
This is so weird, man. Oh god.
Hot fire. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's still nasty as fuck.
We're doing things the food way.
I brought you some finger foods.
Looks like you gained about an inch there.
I'm in
Edward
everything
Norton.
bagel. You hear that, world? I'm in love with a hot dog. Where's the entry point?
Michael Cera's the tiny sausage. Oh my god.
Clever girl.
Oh, it's a series. That's why it looks cheaper. What's going on in this trailer? I don't know. It's something to do with them fighting back against the humans and winning, and now the food controls the world. I don't know. But then they're searching for remnants of humanity for some reason. Whatever. Definitely looks shittier than the first movie, like quality-wise, but I think it's because it's a series. Prime Video, yeah. Amazon Prime is paying them for a TV show sequel to the movie. So it doesn't look quite as good visually. I guess I could kind of forgive it that then. But at the same time, there's other shows that are CG, that are crash hot. I mean, look at fucking Netflix, what they've been pulling off. Look at Arcane, the League of Legends show. Arcane is the 3D animated TV show, and that show is hot. That show is amazing. The art style's amazing, the animation's amazing. Like, it's firing on all cylinders. Like, when you've got something like Arcane out there, in TV show form, it's like, I don't know if this really cuts it. Cutting corners. Making this, what's that religious kid show called? The one about VeggieTales. It's got that VeggieTales ass look. South Park clears. Forcing the bros to come around and watch it. It's the kind of thing you might have to watch high for it to be good. Team America was my favorite. Yeah, the puppet one. I'm surprised they didn't really ever do another puppet movie. They seem to really enjoy doing that. But they didn't really ever make another movie. They don't even have to make a Team America 2. I'm just surprised they didn't make any other kind of movie with puppets. They just never did the puppet thing again. Maybe it was too annoying. Maybe they found it too difficult. And they were just like, fuck it. I ain't doing this again. Kind of like Peter Jackson said that about Lord of the Rings at one point. Like, Lord of the Rings was massive. It made him famous. He got, like, Oscars and stuff, but he was in an interview saying that it was so difficult to do and so painful to finish those movies that he was like, if he was forced back through time and had to do it again, he doesn't think he could do it. But then again, he says that, but then he went and made another trilogy. He said that after the first 3 movies, and then years later, he came back and made the Hobbit trilogy. So, yeah, I don't know. Must be a Kiwi. Well, he is. He literally is. That's why they filmed it all in New Zealand. The Lord of the Rings movies. But yeah, I mean, people say that. I think that's the thing with things like filmmaking, though, with a lot of art forms. In the moment, they can be extremely difficult and painful. Like, it can be grueling stuff. But then, like, you don't remember that part later. Once you give it a couple of years, once you put it behind you, you only remember the end result. Like, like what you actually got out of it. Like, right after the fact, you'd be like, fuck, never again. But then, like, 5 years later, you'd be like, you know what? I might make another movie. It's been a while. I only remember the awesome parts now, not the painful parts. The only Marvel movies you liked was Guardians of the Galaxy? I'm a bit opposite. I like pretty much all of them, but to different degrees. Like, they're obviously, like any film, they're all going to be different varying levels of quality depending on the person. Everyone's got different favorites. Everyone's got different ones that they don't really vibe with as much. I like all of them, but I don't love all of them. Some of them are great. Some of them are pretty damn good. And some of them are just okay to decent. That's about as low as it goes for me. There's none that I hate or that I think is bad. But I'm an easy sell for those. I grew up on the comic books and the cartoons and the trading cards for like all kinds of Marvel shit. So like I'm a real easy sell for Marvel content. I thought I was fit. Like, I wasn't as into DC when I was a kid. I was mainly Marvel, but I still liked it. I still liked the Batman movies. I still liked the Christopher Reeve Superman stuff. I liked the Batman cartoon. Like, I was still in for that stuff. My friends had DC comics, and I got to experience some of it through them. But I was never feeling the Zack Snyder stuff. That really didn't. I got really over that after a couple of movies. I was like, yeah, I'm kind of done here. These aren't doing it for me at all. Thoughts on Dune? I haven't seen part 2 yet. And I've seen the original David Lynch ones, the old ones. I've seen part 1 of the Villeneuve new films, but I haven't seen part 2. The cinematography is amazing. The world building, the lore, the VFX, all of that stuff is top tier, AAA. I do agree that the first part has this slight issue of feeling like the first... it feels like the first act of a 3-act movie. Like, it feels like the build-up to the actual kickoff of the real drama that is happening in part 2. And I've heard that part 2 is the better one of the two, because that's when it really gets the meat of it. But I don't agree with some people that hate the first part for that. Some people are really harsh on it for feeling like the first half of a story. But I think it's still good. It's not that big a deal. A lot of movies kind of have that same issue, especially when they do trilogies. Drink too many beers for a 3-hour movie. Yeah, it's a bit... For a movie that only feels like half a movie, it is very long. A lot of trilogies have that problem, though. Like, The Matrix was solid, but then The Matrix 2 and 3 had the problem of feeling like two halves of one big movie. So the second movie feels like you're only getting half a story, and then it just ends. Same as Pirates of the Caribbean. Solid first movie, standalone. Movies 2 and 3 felt like one long movie cut in half. So the second one, again, feels like half a movie that ends halfway through. I fucking hate it when they do that. When they make trilogies, they got to cut that shit out. Every one of those 3 movies needs to feel like its own film. Oh, you heading off? Drop your younger brother to work? Yeah, no worries, man. I'm going to be around for a little while, just chilling. Watching some stuff. Let me pick something random right now. Ready? Here we go. Dave Bautista. My Spy, the Eternal City. What the fuck is this? Hang on. What is this? It's another Amazon Prime film. The eagerly awaited follow-up to 2020's action comedy, My Spy. My Spy, the Eternal City reunites a beloved cast led by Dave Bautista and Chloe Coleman in a feel-good family adventure set in Europe's most storied destination. When Sophie's high school choir is selected for an Italian tour culminating in a performance for the Pope in the Vatican City, Bautista sees this an opportunity to bond with his new stepdaughter. So he volunteers to help chaperone the group through the Venetian canals. Wow, this is a really long fucking synopsis. It just keeps going. I'm guessing shit happens and there's an explosion and bad guys come and he beats them up, right? It's Dave Bautista. You wouldn't hire him if he wasn't going to powerbomb somebody. Classic Uncle Batista. I didn't know that My Spy was already a movie. Apparently this is the sequel to some movie where he's like the stepdad of some little girl and I guess fights dudes. Why don't I remember this first movie? Maybe it was like some straight to DVD shit. Yes, I don't know why I picked that as the narration. I'm sorry. That was random. All right. Let the movie speak for itself. How about that? Yeah, don't look at explosions.
You're not hitting your high kicks. You used to really want to be an
Oh,
angel.
she can actually.
Changed, and so have you.
She can actually fight.
Being in the field is all you used to talk about. And now you prefer making scones. Nice fanny pack, by the way.
I like scones. Is it just me, or is Dave Bautista with hair like a little distracting? I'm not used to seeing him with hair in that many movies. I know he has more looks with the characters he plays than people like Vin Diesel or Jason Statham. Like, I have seen him with hair before. He's not quite as, like, one note as those other action dudes, but I still feel like it's, like, random to see him with hair. It really has a different vibe to it. It's like when you see old pictures of The Rock with hair. Like, it's a little trippy. It kind of trips you out. You haven't seen him play any genre outside action? He does... Oh, wait. He was in a M. Night Shyamalan movie. A drama thriller. Where him and two henchmen show up at some cabin of two gay guys. And they, like, torment them. It's kind of like a horror thriller type deal. I don't believe there's any action in that. But apparently he's pretty chilling in that. Other than that, he's good at comedy. Like, what is it with wrestlers having, like, a way with comedy? Dwayne... I don't think Dwayne is really that funny. He's charming. He gets by on his charm, but like Michael no, wait. What's his name? Dave Bautista and Cena. They have got comedic chops, for sure. Girlfriend has a crush on The Rock. It pisses you off. The Rock is interesting. Like, he's not actually a good actor. Nor is he actually that funny, comedic timing-wise. He really is just, like, running on, like, nothing but charm build. Like, if he was an RPG character, he basically dropped all his points into charm and strength. And that's it. But I don't think it really gets you that far. Like, Dave Bautista has proven to be a better dramatic actor. Like, I've seen The Rock in, like, different kinds of roles, and whenever it's something more serious or dramatic, he's not really that good anymore. Dave Bautista, on the other hand, always crushes it. If it's drama with real acting, he can do it. If it's comedy, he can do it. If it's action, he can do it. His charm is gone and he's an asshole. Well, I would disagree. His charm isn't gone. It's just being overshadowed now by his ego. Like, you're right, he is becoming a bit of an asshat. Ever since the Black Adam shit. It doesn't mean that he's lost the charm. It just means that we're not falling for the charm as much because we see more of the asshole than we see the charm now. I'll at least give him the benefit of the doubt. Like, you don't really lose the charm. It's just, you know, it gets overshadowed easily if you're a bit of a dick. Johnny Depp really showed his skills at playing multiple characters. Yeah, Johnny Depp is a bit of a triple threat. It's just that his persona in real life is a bit worrisome sometimes. Like, he's a bit depressing. Like, he's a wino alcoholic. He's like a wine mum. Like, I don't know what the deal is with Johnny. It's like, I think he's good at playing, I think he's a good character actor because I don't think he's really that happy, a human being. Like, he's happier when he's playing somebody else. But when he's, like, just in real life having to be Johnny Depp, I feel like he just gets drunk on wine and fucking passes out. Like, he just doesn't want to deal, and that's depressing. Gerard Butler. Gerard Butler, I think, is a little underrated. Like, he's in so many shit movies that I think people forget that he can be good when used correctly. You know what I mean? Because I agree. I've seen him in some good stuff, but the problem is there's a lot more bad stuff than good because he just says yes to everything. Like, he's like Nick Cage. He's in like so many straight to DVD piece of shit films where he doesn't really, he phones it in, or he's not really directed well, and it makes him look bad. Who would you rate top 3? Wait, what, top 3 what? Because that's a pretty broad question. Are you talking about acting in general? That's, wow, it's fucking difficult, man. That's a really broad question if you're just saying top 3 actors. That's a massive question. Should have changed my name to Lana. Oh, did you see that? Is that because you saw the meme that I put in Discord? Just recently, just today? Actors in terms of flexibility. Okay. That's an interesting question. Flexibility, that's more specific. Daniel Day-Lewis. If I had to put one actor on a top 10 best actors list, but also a top 10 character flexibility list, I think Daniel Day-Lewis would be on both those lists. You put Denzel Washington. I would put Denzel on a good actors list, but I'm not sure if I'd put him on a best character flexibilities list. A lot of movies, Denzel Washington is kind of just Denzel Washington. Not all. He does actually play some characters here and there. But like I think a vast majority of Denzel movies, he just has to be charming Denzel, and we're happy. What's Inage? Oh, that's Genie backwards. Yeah, it doesn't work. Well, my name doesn't work either. Nice? Yeah, my name's shit backwards. No, he's a very good actor. I love Denzel, but I wouldn't use him as an example of flexibility. Just good acting in general, or just charming act. Like if I had to make a list of charming actors that we are happy to see them just play themselves, I would say Denzel easy. It's kind of like Ryan Reynolds. Like, I'm totally fine if Ryan Reynolds just plays Ryan Reynolds in a movie. Just his normal wisecracking Ryan Reynolds self. Like, I'm happy with that. Like, I like the dude. I'm good. The only one I've thought of so far for flexibility was okay, Johnny Depp, you're probably correct. Johnny Depp, Daniel Day-Lewis, that's 2. King Kong ain't shit on me. I'm gonna put cases on all you bitches. Oh, you motherfuckers. Training Day is the best Denzel movie, hands down. Female protagonists. Oh, like female actresses. Oh. If you say protagonists, though, you mean like characters in the movie. I'm assuming you mean actresses. Oh, there's some good ones, though. Charlize Theron's pretty solid. She's fucking good in everything. Who's the chick in what's that Tom Cruise movie with the time looping aliens? End of Tomorrow? Edge of Tomorrow, something like that? You really like the chick from Mad Max? You're talking about Fury Road? That's Charlize. That's the one I just said. Charlize Theron. Yeah. She's real good. She's in a movie called Monster, where she plays a real-life serial killer, and she looks nothing like herself. Like, they put her in this really ugly makeup to make her look like the real-life chick. Completely disappears in the role. Like, absolute character flexibility role. Tiger Lily and the new Peter Pan. Wait, who's the one I'm thinking of from Edge of Tomorrow? I think she's dating Jim from The Office. She's in Quiet Place. The actress from The Quiet Place. Same person? Oh, is that her? She's Lily in the new Peter Pan. I didn't know that. That's cool. Yeah, she's great. Underworld chick. Oh, yeah, I know who you're talking about. Wait, what is the Underworld chick's name? Fuck, why are we're doing a really bad job remembering actresses' names right now. Yeah, I can't think of a single bad movie she's in either right now off the top of my head. Emily Blunt, thanks, Jeannie. Emily Blunt, the one from Edge of Tomorrow. She's great. Can't think of a single bad movie with her in it. She's in that new movie that just came out with Ryan Gosling. Haven't seen it, but the one with about the stuntman. The Fall Guy, I think it's called. The one from Underworld. Wait, I can just use Google. What am I doing? I literally have the internet right here. Underworld. Fucking Kate Beckinsale. Hell yeah. I can't think of a bad Kate Beckinsale movie, but I'm not sure if I think of Kate Beckinsale as a good actress or just a good enough actress, but she's also just super hot. You know what I mean? Like, I can't think of an Oscar-worthy role that Kate Beckinsale's in where I was like, whoa, her acting is great. But she's always just decent in every movie she's in. But I'm always severely distracted by how attractive she is. Rona Mitra. Okay, I don't know who Rona is. Hold up. Rona Mitra. Holy shit, Rona Mitra looks like Kate Beckinsale a little bit. What's she in? Hollow Man, Doomsday, Underworld as well. Shooter, Ali G in the House. Oh my god. Beowulf, but not the CG one. Number 23 with Jim Carrey. Why is she in so many older movies? Where's her newer roles? Has she just not acted in a while? What happened to Rona Mitra? Retreated from the pace of city life in Los Angeles to live alone on a farm in Uruguay. Oh, she's fucking taken off. She's gone. She just straight up gave up on acting. Well, that's a shame. I do remember her face. I recognize her. What was her last movie? Films. Shadowland and Hounds of War. So she was in enough movies that they're still technically coming out even today, even this year. And even next year. She's apparently in the movie Red Sonja. That's in post-production. Do you know they're making a Red Sonja movie? Which is a graphic novel in the same vein of shit like Conan the Barbarian. But with a chick. That's a very, very broad way to describe it, by the way. Halle Berry is pretty good. Halle Berry is okay. Halle Berry is a weird one, though. Like, Halle Berry has been in movies where she's been Oscar nominated, but she's also been in movies where she's earned a golden raspberry. Like, she's been a really good actress, and she's been a really shit actress. Like, Monsters Ball, she's fucking amazing, that movie. Like, Oscar-worthy level acting. Catwoman, some of the worst acting I've ever seen from a female, from an actress, from a female actor. You liked her in that one horror? Which one was that? I don't remember any horror movies she was in. I'm mental blanking on her. But yeah, like, I know that, like, that movie was bad all round. Like, it's mainly the director to blame and stuff, but her acting was on her in that movie. You know what I mean? And it was not good. Gothica. I can't remember if I've seen Gothica. I know of it. I can picture the poster in my head. She's kind of like doing that. She's kind of like doing this on the poster. And there's like stuff around her. And it's kind of got the silverish blue color. Yeah. I remember the movie you're talking about, but I really can't remember if I've seen it or not. Oh, she was in the Supergirl series in 2018. And was an assassin in the Netflix comedy Game Over, Man. She's in so much random shit. You know what's funny? We've been talking this entire time about all kinds of shit, and I've still got this Dave Bautista trailer pause in the background. Hang on, let me just run this through.
I got you something. Enhanced tracking, satellite capabilities.
Why does his white daughter have cornrows?
Maybe I can use it to buy some meth or order a hitman.
Don't be ridiculous. If you need a hitman, come to me for the referral. We got a bogey, 6 o'clock. And someone needs to finish these scones that I baked.
Good work, JJ.
Thanks.
I mean, the scone. At first, I was disappointed the raisins wasn't chocolate chips, but then about the fourth bite,
That dude is a good comedic actor, but I don't buy him as a CIA,
You back in the
CIA
States,
agent.
When I moved here 3 years ago, I made
Or Ken
You made
Jeong.
a promise. No more field work. Focus more on intel and family.
Okay.
My school choir's going to Italy. Italy!
See, that bothers me a bit. Like, for a movie like this to work, like, especially the funny parts, I need the parts that aren't supposed to be funny to not be funny. Like, his interactions with the daughter can be funny, but, like, I feel like the CIA needs to be real. Like, we need to be able to buy the fact that CIA is, like, realistic. So seeing Ken Jeong and that black actor we just saw, that's in a lot of, like, Seth Rogen kind of comedies, as, like, jokey CIA handler dudes, like, I feel like it makes, like, the entire story feel really fake. Like, let that part be serious and let this part be funny. That's how I do it anyway.
Chaperone, you serious? It's like I don't even recognize you.
Oh my
You
God.
just sit there like an
The entire fucking CIA is all SNL comedian actors. What the hell?
avocado getting older and softer.
She is funny, though.
Show on the road.
I do like that chick.
Are you sure you can handle this?
Is that the chick from Scary Movie
JJ,
that used to
I'm
date
going
Chris
to
Pratt?
have fun on this trip. And if you're going to get in my way, consider yourself the opposition.
What the hell?
in. Whoever's in there better have clothes on.
Oh, it is her.
Get in.
So is the little girl supposed to be a secret agent as well?
Number one bull elephant
I'm really
heading
confused.
this mission.
God, of course he's gonna powerbomb somebody. That's awesome. That's what we were waiting for.
Acknowledge me!
He's so embarrassing.
Please stop, stop.
Okay, one more.
Punch it,
Damn.
Chewie. We have to stop this bomb from going off. But first, I'm going to need the Vatican's Wi-Fi password. No, I'm not. I can do it. What do you think it is, though? Pope? Probably.
Okay, so
Oh, I don't think
funny
he's
ha-has
already-
and then
Yeah, I can
occasionally
do
everyone
that.
fights.
Colonel, this is my wife.
Oh, damn.
That was weird.
Yeah. I really like Ken Jeong, but I don't know if you can put him in any movie, in any role. They gotta stop just shoving him in places. Like, he's so good in The Hangover. Like, he's funny as hell in The Hangover. They zoom in on the security team and all these screens in the background just got matrix codes. Like, yeah. Well, that's a pretty typical annoying movie thing, is that they don't want to show, like, real products that they would normally have to pay for, like branding. They don't want to show Mac OS or Windows OS or any real software. So they have to, like, get some graphics department to make up fake UIs. And it often just looks like some bullshit, like, Tony Stark fucking, like, Windows and sliding bullshit graphics and numbers and matrix code. It is pretty silly. You got your brother to get his girlfriend to drop him off? Hey, Lanes is back. Alright, we just watched Dave Bautista looking after a little girl in the Vatican while powerbombing people through concrete benches. It was a good time. That was the most random trailer. I don't know why I clicked on that. What was that called? Wait. My Spy, the Eternal City. Alright. Whatever. There's another fucking Dave Bautista movie coming up in the related thumbnails as well. Look at this. 10 Days Ago by Lionsgate, the Killer's Game starring Dave Bautista and Sofia Boutella and Terry Crews. Okay, wait, you got Terry Crews? I'll click on it. Hell yeah. Where's the video games? Oh, I haven't got there yet. Oh, we should watch the new Mortal Kombat trailer. Holy shit, I forgot about the gameplay trailer for Homelander came out and I haven't seen it yet. That was recently, right? No, that was 2 weeks ago. It was fucking 2 weeks ago. Oh, but to be fair, this would have came out right after the last time we did a Sunday stream. And then the week after that, we did the Summer Game Fest, so I didn't do one of these. So I've been missing out on this for a while. Hang on, I want to see what this other Dave Bautista trailer looks like. It has to be better than the other one, for sure.
How did you end up here?
Okay, it looks more like a real movie.
What do you do?
And Sophia Botella is a babe.
You should
Holy
swear
shit.
more often. It suits you.
This is going to be Bautista's John Wick.
After the killer's game, Joseph. You walk away clean, or you go out on your back.
Or is this his James Bond?
Joe, are you okay?
I'm afraid I've got some bad news, Joe. It's
Oh.
terminal.
How long do I have?
Best case, 3 months.
Never mind. There's going to be no franchise here. He's dying. It's more like Crank then.
My door.
I need a contract executed.
Who do you want retired?
Me.
I've thought about doing
Holy
this for
shit,
years.
that was cool.
You killed my father. This way, I kill you and get paid.
$2 million for Joe Flood.
Hey, Terry Crews.
Gets me wet.
Hell yeah.
Whatever turns you on.
Who is she?
Thank God, there's been a mistake. They switched your scan with another patient. You're not gonna die. But you
Oh,
might wanna get
fuck.
your eyes checked.
This is such a good set. It is from the John Wick studio.
You think this changes anything?
Okay, so he puts a hit on himself and then finds out he's not dying and then has to survive.
Yeah, well, you tell
That's
them to
awesome.
pack light. Because they won't fucking be staying long.
What is going on, Joe?
Wow, he really
I'm a
fucked up,
hitman.
man.
What?
That's kind of on him, though.
That's what an assassin is, yeah. Did he just hit me with a motorcycle? This is disrespectful.
Whoa, that was awesome. He just straight curb stopped the motorcycle.
Do you think I killed him?
The color grading reminds me of a
Ain't
John
no
Wick
money worth
movie.
this shit.
Don't hate the player.
Ben
Hate the
Kingsley.
game.
Holy shit, there's a lot of... Whoa. There's a lot of gore in this trailer. I didn't even know this was Red Band.
We killed a fucking doctor, too. Have you had your eyes checked?
Damn. Alright, this is way better than I thought it was going to be. I thought I was clicking on some straight-to-DVD trash on that. But that was awesome. Yeah, I'm down for that for sure. I do think the setup is entertaining, but it doesn't make me feel... It doesn't make me feel for Bautista's character because he did it to himself. So it's kind of like... It's a little stupid, but... Like, if you just ignore that fact and just go along for the ride as an excuse to just do, like, a bunch of John Wick choreography, then, you know, fucking sweet. I'm all into it. What's Jeannie sharing? Wow, we saw, like, the worst Bautista movie and the best Bautista movie, like, one after the other in quick succession. That's crazy. The family-friendly comedy child spy movie and the straight-up John Wick Bautista movie. Saw Booba and gave thumbs up. Oh shit, what's this? Oh, is this AI Street Fighter? Like, if Street Fighter was a real movie? Hold up. Let me full screen this one real quick, because it's vertical. Wait, do you know if this is based, if this AI is based on like real actors, or is this just making up people from scratch? Because I think the guy will look a little bit like Dolph Lundgren. So I don't recognize him. Ken's a little bit, that doesn't work for me. Then you reckon that looks a little like Dolph Lundgren? Am I saying his name right? Just popped up on your feed. Dawson's pretty cool. Blanca looks a little fake. I like E Honda. Dope. Yeah, Zangief. Oh, fuck. This is why you sent it, Genie. Hang on, let me move slightly. Now I know where Genie's head's at. It's this Chun-Li is that is the best looking Chun-Li I've ever seen in live action in my entire life. Look at the size of her fucking thigh. Jesus Christ. If you got hurricane kicked by that leg, you wouldn't have a head. That would put your fucking skull into the stratosphere. Nice. Ah, it's already... We only get 2 Chun-Lis. I don't care about the rest of them anymore. Okay, that Sagat is dope. What the fuck is wrong with M. Bison's face? The bod is good. Look at that arm. But I don't know about his face. He looks a bit like a cadaver. Okay, hang on. Hang on. Sagat was sick. That Vega's pretty sick, I reckon. That doesn't even make sense. There's way too much back on this man. What's his name again in Street Fighter? The boxer? I think the AI went a little overboard on this one. That doesn't even look real. Balrog, yeah, it's just, there's a tumor growing out of his neck. That's not right. I think Ken is pretty trash. I think this is a pretty terrible Ken. The body proportions are embarrassing, and he's way too pretty. This dude looks like he's on the cover of Balenciaga. He's Mike Bison in Japan? Wait, Balrog? Or are you talking about M. Bison? Don't you reckon, like, the proportions of his upper body and arms to his lower body looks like he's like some hybrid child? Like they put an adult's arms onto like a child's body? It's the legs, man. He skips leg day. This man has straight up skipped leg day for his entire life. Bro's on the roid. Yeah, Balrog. Right there. He's got the roid neck. It's fucking disgusting. Both Zangiefs are dope. I like both Zangiefs. That's too cartoony. Balrog. Oh, so wait, in Japan they call Balrog Mike Bison. So wait, so in Japan they've got M. Bison and Mike Bison as 2 different characters? It's really confusing. They changed Balrog, Vega, and M. Bison around in English to avoid a lawsuit. Oh, so all their names are different in Japan. Okay, fair enough. I've never heard of it. Well, that was wild. Let's jump on Mortal Kombat before I forget. Because I'm now 2 weeks late on that shit. And I've been looking forward to seeing Homelander's gameplay for like 6 months, I swear to God. Any more Booba? Nah, there was just 2 Chun-Lis and that was it. None of the other female characters made the cut. Yo, where was fucking Cammy? How can you have an AI live action Street Fighter character rundown without Cammy? Cammy's like the other important female character aside from Chun-Li. If you're going to pick 2 female characters from Street Fighter, it would be those 2. Like, hands down. And they've both got thunder thighs, too. I swear the character designers for Street Fighter are all about them thighs, man. Some men are tit men, some men are ass men. The entire dev team of Street Fighter are all leg men. They all want to be kicked by mommy. Alright. Homelander time. Oh my god, he's on the titty milk still. Sweet.
You have chosen war with a god. No, you have.
Ooh, this is crisp resolution too. Yeah, set that line. Who's the little gremlin next to him? Is that the cameo character that's coming with the Homelander pack? Because they all come with an extra cameo, don't they? Farah? That rings a bell. Is Farah the dude that rides on the other dude in MKX. Like when you pick that character, it's like a huge ogre dude, and Farah's the one riding on top, like with stirrups. Farah's a girl. Oh, is Farah a girl? I had no idea. Expert in the chat. Genie knows her Mortal Kombat. This has been established. Farah rides on tour in MKX. Yeah, I had no idea. I've played MKX and I'm familiar with that character. I had no idea that Farah was a female. I thought it was just like a little gremlin, because even like a little male gremlin would sound high pitched like that. Well, I learned something new today. It's weird. It's weird to see Farah as a cameo character without the without Tor to ride on. That's unexpected.
Fight.
Yeah, go hard. Wait, does Homelander not stand on the ground? Does he just float the entire time? Holy shit, that was cool. The fist catch, parry, that was hot. Holy shit. Oh, I get it. So, as a cameo character, Farah can ride on your back and control your main character.
That'll get ratings.
Dope.
You are the most insecure, most selfish.
Sticks and stones, Katana.
Katana's so attractive in MK1. Oh, he's basically Injustice Superman, is he? I don't remember how Injustice Superman plays, it's been too long. Yeah, he just flies the entire time.
Take your best shot, Frosty.
Yeah, I don't like that interaction as much. I like the interaction he had with Raiden, that was great. He uses his lasers and combos a lot. He's laser heavy. Look at that. But laser any minute now, ready? After the neck break. Laser. He just threw Farah. Yeah, the fist catch parries are sick. I love his parries. And these combos just keep fucking going. Damn. Shoulder blade's gone. Oh, the bowels, dude. That's disgusting. A bowel shot's probably the grossest place to get lasered. Yes. Yeah, drop him in the engine. There you go. Oh, we're getting 2 fatalities. Wow, they're spoiling us today. We missed the leg cut, though. They don't normally do that. They normally only show 1 fatality.
Homelander wins.
A little bit of Farah. We got 3 fatalities. That was neat. I don't know if I would enjoy playing as Homelander as much. Like the constant floating around and the power hits, the sort of power hit combo stuff. I don't think it vibes with me as much as a player. I think the character's cool to see in action, especially fatalities and stuff, like the big moves, but I like faster, more stylish characters usually when I play games like this. Like the ninja characters. Katana and Melee are identical twins in MK1. Yeah, there's a lot of changes to the lore with that rewind that I'm still not familiar with because I haven't caught up with playing that game. Are there games you're looking forward to? Oh yeah, for sure. What was that game set in the Bayou that was at Summer Game Fest Xbox Showcase? Man, Genie's looking forward to a lot. Dynasty Warriors Origins. Wu Chang does look interesting, but there's a lot of games like Wu Chang coming out, so I'm not really sure how to think about that, how to feel about that one yet. Phantom Blade Zero looks like an amazing Sekiro-like. Where the Winds Meet, same feelings as Wu Chang. Gears of War E-Day is going to be an easy hit. Everyone's real keen for the origins of Phoenix and Dom. That one can't go wrong. Astrobot always does well. South of Midnight, thank you. I'm strangely intrigued by South of Midnight. It's been a while since I've played like a big open world third-person action game like that. Like the typical Ubisoft type thing. And I just feel like that one has an aesthetic that feels really unique and original. I think South of Midnight looks really cool. I want to see more of Atomfall. You know, the one that's kind of like Fallout but set in the UK? That trailer was good because it showed like mostly gameplay, which is unique for a reveal trailer. Normally they have reveal trailers just do like CG. But I want to see more from Atomfall because I think Fallout needs more competition. It needs more games of that style that aren't made by Bethesda to challenge them. Monster Hunter Wilds and Dynasty Warriors are going to light up 2025. I feel like that's only true for the fan base though, Genie. The thing with Monster Hunter Dynasty Warriors is they've got a pre-established fan base, but they don't really pull in much general audiences. Like, they will always win. They will always make money because their fan bases are massive. But they're not big tentpole games that bring in new people or move the needle when it comes to gaming in general. They're just like solid franchise hits that you can rely on if you're into it. But that's the thing, you have to be into it. They're for the established mostly. Like, I think Monster Hunter looks great, and I would like to play it, but I'm too busy with other games to get into a big franchise series like Monster Hunter at this point. Like, it's too far in. I'm a bit too late to the party. So I generally kind of avoid it. For the same reason I avoid most MMOs, because I don't want to be stuck playing like a 60-plus hour game in a franchise that I've missed the boat on for most of my life. Like, if I was going to play some longer games now, I need to catch up on things like Assassin's Creed, because I've always been on the boat for Assassin's Creed. I was there from the beginning. Assassin's Creed 1, 2, 3, Revelations, the other one after Revelations, Brotherhood, Black Flag, Syndicate, Unity. I've played every single Assassin's Creed up till they took a break after Syndicate and before they started again with Origins, with those RPG ones. So there's franchises like that I should have been keeping up with that I fell back on. Because it's hard to keep up with longer, bigger franchises like that. But I would love to catch up with Assassin's Creed. But I've got so much stuff I've got to catch up with. I got to catch up on the FromSoft Souls-likes that we talked about before. I got to catch up on Sekiro. I got to catch up on Dark Souls 3, and I got to catch up on Elden Ring. Those three, I've fallen behind on. And luckily I managed to still play stuff like Bloodborne, and a couple of no-names like Mortal Shell, which isn't FromSoft, but still. And things like, I want to play Lies of P. That's not FromSoft either, but when it comes to like solid Souls-likes, I would fucking love to play Lies of P. I just haven't managed to fit it in. They don't have a continuous story. Yeah, I know. But I kind of have gaming OCD when it comes to being on board with a franchise. Like, I like playing all the games in a series. Like, you don't have to go back in time and play the older Monster Hunters, but I would like to do that because I want to be on board for how the series has evolved over time. Like, I want to play the first one and then be like, oh, cool, this is what it was about. And then play the second one and be like, oh, cool, this is how it evolved. And then finally catch up to the new one and actually understand, like, the gaming history of Monster Hunter and where it's gone. Like, if I hadn't ever played an Assassin's Creed before, I would want to go back to the first one and actually properly catch up. And I'm glad I have mostly kept up with Assassin's Creed up till Origins, because at this point in time, going back to Assassin's Creed 1, that's a lot of fucking games, man. Like, that would be hard to do. Thoughts on the latest Assassin? Oh, the Shadows. Oh, it's looking pretty good. Like, Assassin's Creed has been struggling lately. Like, it's been doing a good job at mixing things up. Like, there was the Greek one, then there was the Viking one. Slight Break, and now there's the Japan one. And they've all like brought stuff to the table that have been like slightly different each time to just keep evolving it. But I think people have not. I don't think people have liked. Like by the time the Viking one came out, what's that one called again? Not Odyssey. Shit. I feel like no matter what that added to it, I don't think people felt like it changed enough. Valhalla, yeah, sorry. People were starting to complain a bit that it wasn't mixing things up enough, and I think this new one, Shadows, is doing just that. From seeing that gameplay trailer at the Ubisoft event, even though the Ubisoft event was trash, just the event itself was not good. The gameplay that they showed of Shadows was pretty solid. Like the combat with the Yasuke Samurai was pretty cool. The stealth gameplay of the young female ninja was really Tenchu, and I like that. I fucking love Tenchu, and I was feeling it. I think it's going to do well, actually. Looking forward to Shadows and Dragon Age very much. I think Shadows is going to do well. I don't know how to feel about Dragon Age yet. I was very confused by the Dragon Age trailer. I didn't know what I was looking at. Because I like the Dragon Age RPGs, but the trailer they showed for Dragon Age didn't feel like a Dragon Age RPG. It felt like a Dragon Age 4-player action RPG in the vein of like that last Dark Alliance or the Left 4 Dead type games. I know that's probably not what it is, but I don't think the trailer properly sold what the fuck that Dragon Age is doing. It just felt different in a way that I can't put my finger on. And that scares me a bit, because I like Dragon Age RPGs as they are. I don't really need them to be different. Previews say Shadows is between Mirage and Odyssey. Do you mean time period wise, or do you mean gameplay wise? Wait, isn't Mirage the phone game? Is Mirage the iPhone game? Oh, you pre-ordered it. Oh, so you're mad keen. I'll wait to see how it goes, but if I were to play Shadows, I need to catch up on my Assassin's Creed, which might take me a while. I gotta play Origins, Odyssey, and Valhalla. Like all three of those in a row. I just play so many games on my stream that I don't play as many of the longer ones. Like last year, I literally played like 107 different games on my stream. But they were all like short to medium length games. Like anywhere between 4 to 20 hour type games. So I can get through more frequently. Oh, between classic Assassin's Creed and the RPG ones. That's fair. Because there's things about the classics that people like, and there's things about the RPG that the people like. They may as well try to bridge the gap and fuse them together. What have you sent? Hang on. How did we end up talking about this? We straight up got on this from Mortal Kombat somehow. Oh, is this gameplay for Dragon Age? Is there a reason it's starting at 60 minutes, or was that just an accident? Am I supposed to rewind this? What games do you prefer? Oh, fuck. That's hard to... That's difficult. I kind of play everything. I don't like games that... You know, I don't like playing games that people play all the time only. Like, for example, esports shooters, for example. Things like Apex Legends, Call of Duty, Overwatch, League of Legends. My issue with those games is that people only play those games on their streams, like, constantly. And I don't like playing the same game over and over again. So I get bored of that stuff really quick. I like playing new games constantly. So I like indie stuff a lot. I do tend to burn through a lot of indies because they're shorter. Like an indie game sometimes you can play in 4 to 6 hours. So that's like one stream and you're done. Next game. Every stream I get to play a new game. It's sick. Go to the beginning. Okay, cool. They saved where you left off in the video. Oh yeah, that's fair. I think my favorite... Okay, if I had to say what my favorite two genres are, it would be RPGs and rhythm games. I like music rhythm games like Guitar Hero and shit. but I don't really get to play many of them on stream because the Guitar Hero games are kind of dead, and there's not many new music games out there. But I always used to be really good at rhythm games. I used to play Guitar Hero like on expert, like I could do expert drums and I could do expert guitar, like, and I mean expert pro drums with the extra cymbals. I have the pro drum kit. Any games tonight? No, not on Sundays. Sundays is just for hanging out. We just sit around and watch stuff and talk about shit. That's why we call Sundays the chill out streams. Some people only like showing up for chill out streams, and some people only like showing up for gaming streams. It's different tastes. You were ass? Yeah, but I've been playing Guitar Hero for a long time. Like here in Australia, I got the first Guitar Hero on PS2 4 months before it came out in Australia, because I imported it from the UK, where it came out first. So I like had a mad head start. I was heaps keen. Dragon Age. I like action adventure games as well, like shit like Uncharted. Like if you drop an Uncharted style game on me, I'll like eat that shit up. Like that's some good stuff. Story stuff, you know what I mean? Like the thing I like about games like Uncharted and Last of Us and stuff, I like really solid linear story focused games. You know what I mean? Stuff that feels like you're playing through a movie. I fucking love that stuff. Because I have a media production and a film directing degree. Like I went to film school. So anytime a video game is more like watching a movie, like that kind of, I vibe with that. Because I've made short films as well. I've made like 4 films myself. Yeah, so I dig that stuff. You did a business degree? That doesn't sound as exciting just as a film. I went to university for media production. I got a bachelor in media production, and that's why I work as an editor nowadays. And then I went to film school for 2 years after that, just to study screenwriting and directing. And then I made some films after that. But now I mostly just edit for like commercials and corporate stuff.
Dragon Age Veilguard. Edited for brevity and to avoid any major spoilers.
Nev's as good at finding people as you claim.
Oh my god, I'm almost doing the correct voice. Nice.
Ever met. If she says she's got a lead on Solus, I believe her.
So did they drop this just after the Xbox showcase?
Should we be in more of a hurry to get out of here?
Okay, this looks alright.
This
looks a bit more like an
Just
RPG.
Get out of here nice and casual. Find Nev Gallus and stop Solus.
The graphics are pretty damn solid. Look at that. That's crisp. You know what you should play if you like linear cinematic story-based games like Uncharted or Last of Us? Plague Tale.
That ritual is going to tear
Plague
down
Tale
the veil.
Innocence and the
The
sequel
only
Plague Tale
thing
Requiem.
separating us from the Fade and an endless number
Not
of
many
demons.
people
I have to talk
know
him
about
down.
those games. They're a bit underrated. But they're really good. I played them on stream. They were a good time.
Wait! But I didn't do anything!
Get down.
Are they after us?
I remember
Is it because of
Varys.
the bar?
Word travels fast and
Varys has been around since
gotta
like
help her.
the dawn of fucking... Wait, it was Dragon Age 2, right? I think it was introduced in Dragon Age 2.
Time to get arrested, especially.
I don't recall if it was in 1 or not. Rad. Shadow Realm portal. Giant sky vagina. Your trade was plumbing. That's some money.
But if we hurry, we can still stop Solus.
I know people who have worked in plumbing or do work in plumbing. One producer that I do editing for, he used to be a plumber, and he was telling me that he made a lot more money when he was doing plumbing than he does now as a media producer. The problem was his hours and the messiness of it was something that he was kind of getting over.
And when the veil comes down completely,
then the whole world is going to look a lot like this.
Damn, dude. Are there mages up on that ring city? Firing fireballs down at the demons from above? He was introduced in Dragon Age 2? Okay, I thought so. Because I remember him from Dragon Age 2, but I don't remember him from 1. But my memory of 1 is spotty, because Dragon Age Origins goes back a while now.
You're safe now. Get inside and bar the door as quick as you can, okay?
Thank you, miss.
I'm guessing this is the opening of the game, like, because it's doing like tutorial shit with all these
I've been
characters.
doing what I can to help. The ritual must be weakening the veil. There are a lot of scared people out here.
And a lot of demons. Haven't seen this many come through the fade
Varric's
in
crossbow
years.
is so badass. It looks like a machine gun
What
crossbow.
about
Looks
you
like it
two?
can go
Are
fully
you
auto.
okay?
Hey, there's that Dragon Age combo system. That's still in there.
We're good, but we need to move.
So the black guy is the player
Solus
character.
isn't waiting,
That's the character
neither can we.
customizable dude.
Got my gear?
Right
I'm
over
guessing
there.
you can make him look like anyone. Or make him a female
Where's
as well.
Nefgalis? Wasn't she at the meeting point?
The Venatori got to her first. They grabbed her before we arrived and paid off the bar owner to keep it quiet.
I don't think his voice
I'm
fits
not
the
surprised
character
our
model that they made
detective
for
did
him.
Something to piss off a cult of murderous blood mages.
He
But
sounds
their
like a middle-aged
timing
white
stinks.
guy coming out of a
Bar owner
early
said the
20s black
Venatori
dude.
took Nev to Dumont Plaza. Can you get us there, Harding?
Rook, you're with the Shadow Dragons. I figured you'd know Minrathis better than I do.
Sure, but
You hate
Minrathis
your
is
job, you
huge.
wish you were a
This is
streamer.
nowhere near my
I don't know, man.
Try.
Don't
I've been
worry,
streaming for
scouting's
like...
my specialty.
How long have I been
Follow
streaming?
me.
3 years? And I don't make a career living out of doing this. It's very difficult to turn this into like an actual career where you make enough money to just do this.
Demons, here they come.
The people who do that are like in the lucky 1%. And there's no like, there's no surefire way to get there. You kind of have to just like fluke it. You're well established as a hobby for you. I mean, yeah, like, you know what I think the key is a lot of the time? I don't, like, there's no way to guarantee you being successful like at XQC or something. But the way to do it, if you're gonna do it, is just to do it no matter what. Like, if you like doing it, then it doesn't matter if you're successful or if you're able to make a career out of it. You're gonna want to be doing it anyway. Like, I was never purposely trying to make it that. If it became that, that would be awesome, but I've always been running off the belief that, like, assume that I'm never going to become that. Do I still want to do it? Yes. I'm still going to be here doing this because it's, you know, I enjoy it. I like having a streaming schedule to game. I like gaming this way now.
Even if his ritual kills us all in the process.
Like, I've been asked, people have asked me stuff like that, where they've been like, but what if you could look forward into the future, like 40, 50 years from now, and you still aren't successful? Like, would you still want to do it? And I'm like, well, yeah. Because I didn't start doing it to be rich and famous. I started doing it because I like doing it, and that's that. It's good enough for me. Anything after this is just like a bonus. You know what I mean? It's just a cherry on top. But as well, like, to what Jeannie said, the thing about being hard to get an audience, I think the thing with that is that everyone who streams are just regular people. Like, none of us technically deserve an audience. Like, none of us are owed an audience. Like, we're just a bunch of Muppets sitting around, like, chatting to people or playing video games. There's nothing special about what any of us do. So if you do end up with a pretty substantial audience, then, I mean, you're just super lucky. That's just what the internet and the people have decided to, out of nowhere, bestow upon you, and you should be thankful for that. But no one ever deserved it. It just sometimes happens. You know what I mean? You acknowledge us when we don't owe you anything? Well, yeah, I mean, I don't really understand streamers that don't really acknowledge the audience, because, I mean, why are they even here, if that's the case? Like, that's part of what makes us fun, is we get to, like, do stuff and chat to each other. Like, I could be sitting here by myself in a room, alone, just watching fucking Dragon Age footage. But it's more interesting doing it this way, where we get to chat and, like, share our opinions of this stuff. Or if you're playing like a game and stuff, you get to experience the game with other people. And that has like so many different layers to it as well. Sometimes sometimes the experience of a game is heightened by having other people to experience with it because they react to it with you. They're like as surprised or as excited about the things that happen in the game as you are. But then other times like people in the chat will elevate the game by being knowledgeable about the game, being able to help you. Like when I was playing games like Hollow Knight or Into the Gungeon, there were a lot of people in the chat that were fans of the game, that were like masters of it, and they were able to like coach me and give me advice as to what to expect or what to do, or just give me hints if they didn't want to spoil stuff. And that was cool. Like that made the game better. Into the Gungeon was heaps better because I had like 26 people in the fucking chat at one point while playing Into the Gungeon, and more than half of them were like active chatters, and everyone was like fans of Into the Gungeon. They all knew what they were talking about, and they were just there to like watch randoms like me try and fail and to provide advice and nudging in the right direction. And if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't know half about what I was able to experience in that game. Like this, games like Enter the Gungeon are so like dense with gameplay mechanics and things that you would have no idea about unless people that were pros at it told you about it, or unless you like Googled it. So having people in my ear that were like letting me know about all this stuff as I was playing was fucking sweet. I don't care if, like, some people hate that because they call it like backseat gaming, but I'm like, fuck that shit. Like, it's streaming. Like, let people backseat game. Like, that's why you're here. I find it really entertaining when people backseat game, for better or for worse.
Before this ritual he's doing gets any worse.
Sometimes people are a little spoilery, but I'm not really that sensitive to spoilers anyway. Like, whatever.
I also told you he was an ancient elven god.
An elven god. Well, whatever he is, he's causing trouble in my city.
But yeah, thanks for the compliments though. Like, when you're a small streamer, you don't always get to interact with people like this that much. Like, sometimes, there are times when you're straight up just sort of streaming by yourself, or with like one person, like one viewer that's not even like a chatter, it's just like a shadow viewer. And so you're just really just hanging out playing games by yourself.
We're not in Minrathous anymore.
You still tend to ramble on. Like, Jeannie will tell you probably. Like, Jeannie's come into my chat plenty of times when there's like nobody else here chatting, and I'm still just sitting here talking to myself. I do that a lot. If I'm streaming, I'm just gonna keep talking shit. I don't care if anyone's here or not.
The tremors are getting worse.
And we've got demons.
You're mad because someone was trying to tell you how to do a puzzle you've done many times. It was rehash Merchant Clank 1. It sounds like they're just keen though. Like, they probably don't know that you've done it before and are trying to help. Depends on the attitude though. It's true, some people can turn up in the chat for the purpose of trolling or being an arsehole. That happens. Like, well, I mean, that happens a lot, to be honest. When you're a small streamer in particular, you do get people that show up basically just to make your life hell on purpose. It can be a little bit disappointing when that happens, but still. I don't let it get me down. I'm not much of a banner either. Like, sometimes people turn up to troll you, and I don't even bother banning them. I just let them... I let them do their thing and talk shit in the chat. I'm just like, whatever, man. You're not gonna make me depressed by being mean to me. Like sticks and stones, you know? I got thicker skin than that. You've never been in a big stream where they interact with the stream that much? I think that's the sad thing about being successful, is that if you are a big streamer, sometimes there's like 1,000 people in the chat, and the chat moves very quickly, and everyone's talking at once. And it's not that they don't want to interact, it's just that it's kind of impossible to interact properly. Like, this is easy because there's only 3 of you chatting right now out of, what, 6 or 7 viewers? So it's very easy to keep up with everybody, but if you have one of those chats that's just constantly going, I mean, you're kind of fucked. Like, you can kind of pick and choose things that are worth responding to, but there's nothing else you can do about that. Like, you're a victim of your own success at that point. You just have to, you know, live with it. They dipped right after, so they were just there to be an asshole. Oh, fair enough. Gonna be successful, that mindset. it's very possible to be successful with the right mindset, but that's the thing about streaming and also YouTubing. Both streaming and YouTubing, you increase your chances by having the right mindset, but that's still no guarantee of success. There is a fairly large luck quotient involved, and you just have to be okay with that. Some people can't handle that. They quit YouTubing and streaming after a few months of trying because they really want the success and they just can't get there, and they get impatient and frustrated, and then they end up having a bad attitude about it. You have to want to do this even if there's no chance of being successful. That's the key. I mean, you have no chance if that's not the case. Because if you're just here for money and success, you're going to get really tired of doing this in just a month or two. Because in your first 2 to 3 months of streaming, you're still going to have like nobody watching. Trust me. When I first started streaming, I had plenty of streams where there was 0 viewers for like hours. And then maybe you get one person and then they leave immediately afterwards. Like, that's just how it's going to be. People tend to have big aspirations when they start doing stuff like this because they see people like SQC or Moist Critical and they imagine that for themselves, but it ain't gonna happen, man. Like, you can't just stream for like 4 weeks solid running subathons and things like that thinking that's gonna push your numbers up. Like, nothing happens. You're gonna be sitting there by yourself just getting angry. Getting angry at the void.
Are you sure?
Just game. Just enjoy gaming. And if people show up, people show up.
Solus isn't gonna stop just because an old friend asks nicely.
People are mad this is an action RPG, but I'm digging it. Yeah, I've been thinking that while I've been watching. It's sort of what I expected from the trailer. It is more of an action RPG than a straight RPG like I was hoping. So I wouldn't say that I'm happy about that, but I'm not angry at it either. There's nothing wrong with an action RPG. I would probably still play and enjoy this, but I'm not gonna lie, I really would have preferred another Inquisition, like a full open world RPG. But this has got production values. This looks pretty AAA as far as action RPGs go. You quit once and then change your mindset. Yeah, see, that's the thing. You either have to be chill with seemingly no chance of success, or you're not going to have any chance at all. Most people quit. I know so many people that have started and quit Twitch since I've been doing it. There was a guy that that was much bigger than me that I used to visit occasionally, that Minx introduced me to, Robbo. And he's just kind of gone now. He just stopped. And I don't really know why. And yeah, he was much more successful. Like, he had like thousands of followers. And he regularly had like anywhere between 30 to 50 viewers any given stream. At the lowest point, maybe he'd have 20 something, which is like much more than me. And he's just like, yeah, that's it for him. He's already gone. You're a casual Twitch viewer, but you're right. You show up people I'm enjoying the stream. Yeah, no worries, man. Thanks for that. I don't get to enjoy streams myself much because when you're a streamer, you spend all your time streaming, so you don't really get much time to enjoy other people's streams. I occasionally try to show up here and there, people I know. Like, it's been a while since I've been on a Genie stream, but Genie streams as well. And I've occasionally popped in there. But yeah, I think it's been a few months since I've been able to do that. Minx barely comes around anymore. Yeah, well, Minx's lifestyle changed dramatically when her job changed. So she isn't able to hang out in streams as much. And she kind of makes up for it by doing more of her own streams, which is good for her. She never used to stream as much herself. She was always in other people's stuff, but now she actually is becoming more of a bigger streamer in her own right, which is awesome.
It's risky. Interrupting a ritual of this scale will have consequences.
Oh, you're heading off, Lancy? No worries. Say hi some other time. I might see you around.
Stepping into all that raw magic is
If it's during the
suicide.
week, I'll probably be playing something. I'm still working on my next week's schedule. But yeah, stop by and say hello.
Fine.
Good night. He killed Bianca. Her job changed.
I'll go.
Oh, I didn't notice what the job was.
Back and deal with the demons.
Look at this serious boy. Is the name picked for you? It says his name's Harding, the main character. Wait, no, that was the, sorry, no, that was the dwarf chick. I'm sorry.
You got it.
I got that wrong. I hope you get to pick your character's voice as well. I want the Nolan North option from Saints Row. Oh, you're talking about Minx. No, yeah, that's when the change happened. She has a job now with, like, much more responsibility. She's more of a manager team leader type, I think. I think that's the way she explained it. So her previous job, she was able to basically spend a lot of her time, like, on Twitch streams, like, while she was working and stuff, which is why we always see her around. Your character's called Rook. Oh, that's pretty gender neutral. That's clever. Kind of like Shepard. Commander Shepard in Mass Effect. It was nice and gender neutral.
The pillar's weak, but
It isn't falling. We need to push it.
I kind of wish that Nolan North joke from Saints Row was like more of a thing in gaming. It would be so funny if like almost every game that came out there was a Nolan North option. Male 1, male 2, male 3, female 1, female 2, female 3, and then just Nolan North down the bottom. And guaranteed, what's his name is probably doing one of the male voices. Male 1, male 2, or male 3 is going to be what's... you know what I'm talking about. The guy that you hate, Genie. I'm mental blanking on his name right now. You think it's short for rookie? Oh, fair. He was already in Origin, so why not? Oh, was he? Oh, I'm not surprised. Damn, that was a lot. I mean, the production values are there. I still think it looks good. It's just... I can't help but be slightly disappointed by... Because action RPG, just in terms of size and scope, is a slight step down from full RPG. And I like me some full RPG. But it's fine. Anything for more Dragon Age, I guess. I think people in the comments are going to be more harsh on it, though. There's one guy that just called it Dragon Suicide Squad the game. It's a bit much. I wouldn't go that far. That's a bit harsh. No health bar for allies. Allies do minimum damage to enemies. Enemies only target your character. Ooh, people are digging through this gameplay with a fine-tooth comb. Looks more like Fable than the Fable reboot. I don't understand that. I don't know what he means by that. That doesn't look like Fable at all. That's not even the same genre. Why are there 5 viewers and 2 chatters? Oh, that's normal, Lanes. That's very, very normal for Twitch. There's always way more lurkers than chatters. Like, if I've only got 2 or 3 viewers, there's usually nobody chatting. If I've got 6 or 7 viewers, there might be like only 2 or 3 if you're lucky people chatting. That's if you start streaming, that's just something to get used to. There's I'd say like only a third at most of the viewing numbers is going to be people that actually chat. Lurking is a large quotient of Twitch. I think some people just like to like hang out and watch what's going on. They're not terribly comfortable. I don't know if it's a introverted thing or if it's just a vibes thing, but some people just like to hang back and watch what's going down without being a part of it. Yeah, it's fair. I'm not one of those. Like if I actually have the time to be on a Twitch stream, I'd prefer to say hey and make my presence known. Just because it's like it's like a whole half of the experience. I don't want to like not be a part of that. But everyone's different. Okay. Well, we got some extra Dragon Age in. What other gaming shit has been happening? Let me just double check my relateds. Let's see if anything wild is happening. Oh. There was another trailer for that Lord of the Rings game, Tales of the Shire, the one that was about the hobbits. And let me check that out real quick, because I don't think they ever showed gameplay of that. We saw a teaser trailer once, a couple of months ago on stream, but it was one of those teaser trailers that just shows CG. They don't actually show what the game's like. Hold up. Hopefully they're actually doing gameplay now.
There are many tales of Middle-earth.
Oh, it's the voice.
Tales of courage and brave deeds in dark times.
The graphics are simpler than I was expecting.
Not our story. For this is one of new beginnings.
What kind of game is this? Is this a life sim set in the Shire, or are we actually on an adventure here? Wow, the graphics are way different than I was expecting. The CG trailer made it look like it was going to be like heaps fancy. Like Unreal Engine style. This is more like a Nintendo Switch game. I'm just not entirely sure what you do here. This might actually just be a life sim set in the Shire. All right, yeah, decorate your home. Okay. I think this is Lord of the Rings Animal Crossing, now that I think about it. Macaron's trying to feed me some Biscoff. Looks like a mobile game? Yeah, a little bit. Hang on. It's actually going to be kind of cozy to eat Biscoff along to Lord of the Rings.
These are our tales of the Shire.
Oh, yes. It's like I'm there.
Hobbits really are amazing.
The Biscoff has transported me to the Shire. That is not what I expected. I thought it was going to be like an adventure game where you of just like a party of hobbits that go out by themselves. I was not expecting Animal Crossing, Lord of the Rings. That definitely took me by surprise. What did you eat? Oh, it's a jar of cookie paste. You haven't heard of Biscoff? Biscoff are these, it's this brand of cookies that I'm not really that into, but they released these, check it. Where's the camera? Yeah. It's basically like peanut butter, but it's made entirely out of cookie. So it's kind of a bit like eating cookie dough if cookie dough was Nutella. It's fucking amazing. I'm addicted to it. That's why I added a channel point redeem. People can literally just make me eat it. That's really just for me, though. Macaron was nice enough to feed us some Biscoff. I've got a couple of regulars that sometimes come across my stream that always show up, feed me Biscoff, and then leave. Like we were just talking about Minx before. Minx is all about the Biscoff. If she shows up on stream, she will be feeding Biscoff. As much as she can. Genie's sending more stuff. Hang on. Wuthering Waves Resonator Showcase. Is Wuthering Waves out or not? I know we've watched some trailers of this before, like months and months ago. You're skinny? Yeah, my metabolism's weird. I can eat a lot of trash, and for some reason I don't get fat. I am quite skinny. I don't look it when I'm wearing this Oodie, because Oodie's nice and thick. So for all you know, I'm chunky under here, but yeah, I am quite skinny. I don't know why. Like, I eat McDonald's, and I eat fucking cake and shit from the cafe across the road with a vanilla latte. I eat lots of sugar, including cereal. But it doesn't really do much to me.
Boss, we got a problem. Undercover cop in our ranks.
Hang on, what is this trailer about? I know what Wuthering Waves is, but what's the Resonator Showcase? Is this like a character reveal or something?
Our stuff made people.
Oh, it is fully out.
What if you handle them all? Don't worry, boss. It's been taken care of. No one will know a thing.
Oh, the characters are called Resonators. So this is a character reveal? It's kind of funny how much trailers like this we watch on this stream. Considering that I don't play any of these Genshin style games. This is me living vicariously through trailers and you, and people like you, Genie. Rather than actually play these games.
Those workers won't last long.
Just throw some cash at their
Soundtrack's pretty dope.
That new chick fixed your screw up. Do the upgrades like she said, or end up like the other losers I've let go.
Purple Eyes.
Looks like they could use some more help from me.
We're gonna rake in the big bucks.
Why is it techie characters and anime stuff are always purple-eyed?
Oh yeah, I will make sure everything goes as planned.
I don't really know what's going on, but it's kind of funky.
Here, deactivate. See you at the meetup spot.
What the fuck? Is this some kind of Matrixy thing going on in Wuthering Heights?
Oh, an ambush.
Sorry, Wuthering Waves.
It's our showtime.
Like, are they controlling these avatars in some other dimension? Because I don't really know what's going on in this trailer. Undercover agent. So they transform their bodies? Do they like put disguises?
You should have been prepared.
She's got that that raw, sexy voice. That femme fatale voice.
But at least our stuff is. Huh?
Oh, it's just disguises. All right.
You see this activator?
It's just the way that they were.
With a gentle little push of this button.
Their voice acting's decent.
Well,
I don't mind it at all.
Boss won't be too pleased with the outcome.
You
fool! She's
The way they were depicting her changing forms and stuff was confusing me, that's all. It seemed like something Matrixy was going on.
Hand that thing over. Now!
Tut, tut. You don't get to tell me what to do. Surrender or die. The
All these
choice
red
is
shirts are
yours.
about to get
I'll give you 5
completely
seconds.
destroyed.
We've got the weapons now.
5,
That activator alone
4.
won't make
Why is the music so much louder than the dialogue? I feel like the mixing
You're
is a
in
bit off
for
here.
a bigger surprise. Delicate strands intertwine, spun into a web. Now, time to claim my prey.
Does she fight with puppets? 'Cause that's really creepy, man. She's cool, but like, I don't know if I can handle the puppet shit. Holy, what the hell? This was psychedelic as hell. Was that a summon? That looked like a super summon Final Fantasy type thing she did at the end there. Like when it goes full cutscene and kills everyone on screen, like a smart bomb.
Look what I found, Zepstring. Another prey falling right into our lap.
Yes, mommy. Sorry, mommy. Okay. Does that mean she's gonna have like unique gameplay in the game where you disguise yourself and go on like little espionage missions and stuff? As opposed to the usual everyone running around doing Genshin Impact style fights? I just saw someone falling on his knees at Walmart. What the fuck? Oh, like watching the trailer on the TV. Oh, he was replying to this other comment. This one guy went, "I just fell on my knees at Walmart." And then the next guy goes, I just saw someone falling on his knees at Walmart. That's pretty funny. Well played, comments. That was legit funny. Alright. So, is Wuthering Waves going to be doing that thing that Genshin does where, like, every couple of months they just add, like, more characters and drop more trailers? For, like, the next couple of years? That seems to be what all these games of this genre do. Because they got to keep it alive, right? Like, that's how these games succeed. They got to stay cracking. Every few weeks. God damn. That release schedule, too. They're keeping their team, like... They're cracking that whip, man. Oh, you know what? I have a watch list on YouTube of things I wanted to remember to watch. And I've got one on my watch list that's been here for, like, ages. Like, 1 or 2 months, I think. For Kingmakers. And I think that's that game we just saw at Summer Game Fest. The one where you're that dude that goes back in time. To medieval times with your ute. And, like, modern guns, like shotguns and shit. And you start using modern weaponry to fight, like, old medieval dudes with swords and shields. I remember laughing at that heaps when we first saw the trailer for that. But the announcement trailer I've had, like, watch listed for ages, and I never got around to looking at it. I'm gonna watch it just in case it's different, but it might be the same footage. Because I think this looks hilarious.
We don't know where he came from. But I'll tell you, he
ladder.
built our village into a city. He's the one who trained our army, who grew us into an empire. I don't know where he's from, but if you think you can stop him, you're already dead.
Oh my god. Okay, I haven't seen this footage. The pickup truck literally back to the futuring, back from modern times into the past. And just running everybody over. Fuck, this is funny. There is nothing funnier than a guy with a shotgun from the future going back in time and just wrecking shop. It's so cool. But so funny. Like, what an asshole. But I'm here for it. Got an AK-47. Why does his side even need an army at this point? Like, he should be able to solo this with those weapons. He's an Apache.
He gave our people
Like, this is just an
a
OP
future.
simulator.
I hope he can save his own.
Do you get an RPG? I don't even know why you would use the guns you've got to use. Just run them all over. Whoa. What the fuck was... Whoa, okay. There's things going on in this game that I don't really understand. Like, what happens in the future? Why can you go to the future? I need a story trailer. I need like a trailer explaining everything about who you are, where you're from, what you're doing. Especially in relation to that future footage they showed at the end there, with the skulls coming out of that drone. Kingmaker gameplay trailer 4K. Medieval time travel war game. Okay, what's this? 3 weeks ago. Alright, 4K me up. You get a BMX. No, sorry, like motocross. I wonder if you get to go back to different time periods to actual historically accurate battles. And just really fuck shit up. It's so wild. I wonder how confusing this would be for the soldiers in the past. Like, how would you... What would be running through their heads right now? Seeing this dude on a motorcycle with a shotgun, open grenade launcher. Because they don't know... They wouldn't understand any of this technology. You're basically a demon. And it's got building destructibility as well. That's fucking crazy. It's not even that indie, to be honest, because it's published by Tiny Build. He's got a fucking tank, man. Damn. To see what I say, this is exactly what I meant. OP simulator. Nobody stands a chance. Wait, what the hell? Oh, it's multiple gameplay trailers stuck together. Here he comes. Booyah! I love the fact that you don't just have a motorcycle and a truck, you have a tank and an Apache helicopter as well. This dude came loaded. Like this dude's got some kind of vendetta against King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table. Zero take names. I didn't know that it had like actual strategic RTS stuff in it. Like I didn't know it had that battle, that top-down RTS battle viewpoint, this thing. That's news to me. I don't know why you need it though. Like, dude is an AK. Like, we're good. Like, can you go back in time to like Mongolian battles? Like, can you go up against Genghis Khan or something? Like, how widespread is this?
We don't know where he came from.
We've seen this trailer. We just watched this one. Someone just taken 3 or 4 trailers and stitched them together. The first comment: I stopped asking questions when I saw a tank. Same. Finally, a game where the main idea is let the player ball. True that. Knight. What is gun? Main character. This is my boomstick. Historically accurate medieval warfare. People in the comments are having a ball with this. Yeah, everyone in the past is going to think you're a wizard or a demon. Basically. I wonder if you can play co-op. That'd be even better. If you and a mate could go back in time together, just as a team, just jump in the ute with a couple of shotguns and just go lay waste. Become lords, run, like get your own castle. No one can stop you. Awesome. Alright. Anything else from Summer Game Fest that has extra trailers that I wanted to... Sunnyside was something that I watched it. Okay, wait. I think I know what this is. Hold up. Find harmony in the Japanese countryside. Lost memories, modern take on life simulators in modern Japan. Okay, I think I remember this. This was a trailer at Summer Game Fest, but this is like an earlier release date trailer before that I missed out on. I'll give it a quick look. Just to jog my memory what this was.
Welcome to Sunnyside.
Oh my god, it's gonna be wholesome.
An aging post town nestled in the heart of the Japanese countryside.
I mean, it's rare to get a game like this just set in like modern times Japan. Most games like this are like farming simulators set in some fantasy universe, where everyone is like animals. I'm just describing Animal Crossing again.
And there's so much for you to do in bringing harmony to your new community.
Oh my god.
What will today bring?
Can you hook up? Like in Stardew Valley? Can you date the townsfolk and have a baby? What I'm asking is, when I'm done farming for the day, can I fuck? Like, is that a possibility? Let's start a family. Modernize your farming experience. That's a convenience store. Just buy your food. Who needs farming? You can put down entire build. Okay. A lot going on. Focus on self-expression. Make your own anime waifu main character. The tech tree is a literal tree as well. Cute. Take photos of your garden. Send it to your prospective boyfriends. Get them fucking hard. Yeah, you can actually chat to other NPCs through like in-game Instagram. Yep, there's dating.
Friendships forged and seeds sown.
I knew it.
Life in Sunnyside feels that little bit sweeter. What will you do tomorrow?
Anal? Coming to consoles July the 10th. It's a console game? Okay, I thought for sure that was gonna be like a Steam PC only thing. Oodie or Sparky plushie. They're already merchandising? The game doesn't exist yet, they've already got merch. Fucking hell, they're keen out of the gate. They've already decided they're gonna be successful. If nobody likes the game, no one's gonna buy your plushies though. Maybe you should make sure that the game's a success first before you you go that hard. Looks adorable though. I think the problem is that there's like too many games like that. The life sim category genre is a bit oversaturated right now. Oh, what's Macron got? Macron's got something. Hang on. Da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da. Blip. Firewatch. Oh, wait a minute. Oh yeah, Firewatch. Yeah, this has been out for a while actually. I think I own a copy of it through Games with Gold that I never got around to playing. What's this trailer for? Hold on. 7 years ago. What the fuck's happening?
How'd you get fired and wind up in jail all on your first day, Henry? I thought it'd be a good idea to chuck some Roman candles into a smoldering fire pit. A regular forest burns.
Hello, Two Forks Tower.
Wait, is this a trailer or is this some a gamer's clip? Campo Santo Productions. Now with free roam and behind the scenes commentary scavenger hunt. Oh, cool. Yeah, I gotta play my copy of this still.
Hello?
I
Whoever
literally
this is?
own it for free.
It's Henry, right?
Yeah.
I'm Delilah.
So, what should I do now? What's next?
What's next is you sit in that room until September 1st and call me at the first sign of smoke.
His hand and arm is so chunky. Like cartoonistic chunky.
So what's wrong with you?
Excuse me?
People take this job to get away from something.
Dude is redneck
So what's
thick.
wrong?
Everything's fine. Just getting some fresh air.
Well, escaping isn't always something bad.
I do like the visual style of Firewatch though. It's kind of got that Sea of Thieves kind of
Someone broke in.
animated Pixar movie vibe.
They wrecked the place. Threw my typewriter out the window.
Do you have any idea who would have done this?
Some asshole. I heard the storyline is
Been in
pretty
this
good
job
actually.
for 13 years.
It's not long
and
either. I
Nothing
could
like
probably
this
finish this game in
has
one
ever
stream.
happened before.
Maybe I'm just losing my mind.
I need you to feel safe out here.
Well, I sure don't now.
You will. I promise.
The voice acting is interesting. The woman on the other end of the radio, she sounds like how I would expect her to sound, but the main character, the guy, I don't know, his voice acting's odd. He sounds a bit like, you know how a YouTuber's voice would sound when you're watching like their video of their Firewatch gameplay? It sounds like that. It sounds like a gamer talking over the game rather than like in-game voice acting. I don't know what it is about it, but it just gave me that vibe. Walking Simulator and Slice of Life, but it's so goated. Yeah, it's a pretty highly reviewed game. It's always been pretty... I feel bad that I have never got around to actually playing my copy, but I could play it pretty easily because it would just be like a one-nighter. Yeah, 4.5 stars out of 5 on Steam. 9 out of 10 ratings. It's a very highly reviewed game. I think I actually own it twice, to be honest. No, wait. I could play it free on Game Pass. It's on Game Pass, but I also own it through Games of Gold, so I technically have 2 ways to play it. I'm pretty keen though. I'll get around to it. What else has Campo Santo made? Only 2 games. Firewatch and In the Valley of the Gods. I don't know what In the Valley of the Gods is. Hang on. Is this new or old? Why is this loading for so long? Ah, there we go. From the creators of Firewatch, In the Valley of the Gods is a single-player first-person adventure. Explore a remote and ancient valley in ancient Egypt, uncovering treasure and treachery. Oh, it's new. Planned release date December 2029? You gotta be joking. There's no way. No shot. There's no shot this game comes out in 2029. They just put that as a placeholder date for sure. You finally got Yinlin. What does that mean? Who's Yinlin? I'm not sure what game you're talking about, Genie. Maybe they just started working on this recently, and they just have a tentative release date. Use a 35mm camera to document the world and story around you. Build a relationship with your companion Zora. Seems like it's underway. Oh, are you actually playing Wuthering Waves right now? I didn't actually know you were on that game currently. Neat. Da 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 da. Ba-da, ba-da. Oh, holy shit. Hitman 3 is getting a VR remake or remaster. That's cool. I dig that. Hold up a second. I know that the current Hitman series, the one that's just called Hitman, like it's just this one big platform for like Hitman missions throughout 1, 2, and 3. But that does have a VR mode in it, but for some reason, Hitman 3 is getting its own release. Hitman 3 VR Reloaded is a VR version of the stealth action game developed by XR and IO. Players will be able to use new aspects of the Reloaded version, from dual wielding, cel-shaded art, enhanced interactivity, overhauled UI, new movement options, and more. Oh, exclusive to MetaQuest 3. Okay. Interesting. Thought a very specific thing to do. Why just Hitman 3? And why cel-shaded? Hitman's never been cel-shaded before.
Look closer. In the shadows. Behind the everyday world. Beyond the headlines and the seats of power. A hidden hand.
Doesn't sound like 47. This better not be just like a movie trailer with no gameplay. I clicked on this just to see what the VR gameplay looks like. You fuck with me, game.
Right. This is our moment, 47. Happy hunting.
I mean, the live action is cool and all. What the fuck? Really? Okay, not terribly impressed there. Can I just pause this for a second and enhance and enlarge that one little bit of gameplay they just showed us? Wow, that looks shit. Like, I'm not gonna lie. IO Interactive is a fairly decent AAA level developer as far as I'm concerned nowadays, after all their work with Hitman. But what is this? This is like a phone game. Maybe they were struggling to make VR work with their Hitman engine, and they realized they had to had to remake it from the ground up with a simpler graphic system, with a more basic art style, just to make it silky smooth in VR. But it just, ew. Like, this is the only gameplay we've seen from it so far, and this is it? This is your best foot forward? Yikes, man. That hurts a little bit. As someone who likes VR a lot, I don't like to see VR-related things dropping the ball much. It hurts me. I want to see VR succeed. This is not going to help. People who don't like VR or don't know much about VR, they already tend to roast it a lot for the graphical issues that VR games tend to show in trailers and stuff. They often don't look nearly as good as flat screen games. But you need to be in the VR headset to sometimes understand, to like really like tell the difference. Things that look kind of shittier on a flat screen can look pretty amazing in the VR headset, and it's hard to describe why. You just kind of have to take my word for that one, unfortunately. But yeah, try when you get a chance. If you get a chance, try more VR. You'd be surprised at how even the most shitty-looking games can be kind of amazing in VR. Minecraft doesn't look fancy at all. Minecraft is a bunch of blocks, like fairly solid color blocks. But being inside Minecraft with VR is actually pretty rad. Like, it actually looks pretty cool. But like I said, it's almost impossible to explain with words why that is. You just have to like see it for yourself. If you can get your hands on someone else's like decent VR headset, like play it at a friend's house or at an expo or something. Oh my god. Oh. Interesting. Why is there more trailers for Hogwarts Legacy? Wasn't that game like a year ago? Hold up. What is this? Hogwarts Legacy official update overview trailer. What do you mean by this? Summer update 2024. Photo mode, reset talent points, respec build, Hogsmeade mission unlocked for all platforms and players. Why did this require a trailer? Hang on, I'm just curious. From the sounds of the description, I'm not sure why you would need a whole trailer to show this off. It sounds like a pretty basic...
Hi everyone, I'm Chandler Wood, Community Manager here at Avalanche Software, and it is good to be back again speaking with our community. I'm here to walk you through everything in the free summer 2024 update for Hogwarts Legacy. Our headlining feature, Photo Mode, is now available in Hogwarts Legacy. Be your own Andrew Corum and capture screenshots of your favorite characters, moments, and locations with a huge variety of tools to customize your shot, including basic camera features like my two favorite fields, Depth of Field and Field of View. You can adjust exposure and contrast, tilt the camera, zoom in and out, and apply a variety of filters and frames. There are filters for
Gryffindors and Hufflepuffs and Ravenclaws and Slytherins, and filters for those who love Sebastian and Poppy and Natty and Amit. You can make your shot look like the Deathly Hallows mission and apply frames
like his
fog and
shirt.
blue flames and parchment,
I kinda
and
want
add
his
the game's
shirt.
logo or house crest.
Now, what if you want a serene view, but Seb is getting in the way while moping about the fact that he can't cure Anne? Well, you can hide NPCs, or even your own character, so they don't ruin the perfect shot. It's like photo mode's own little
Seems like a great photo
cloak.
mode, but
Got the
why do you
perfect
need a
angle
trailer
of a
for a new
hippogriff
photo
soaring
mode?
above the water, but wish it
It's
was
not that
sunset.
important.
You won't need a time turner to change the time of day, and you can even blanket the ground with snow by adjusting the season. Note that changing the
This
season and time of day are
Black
only
Stallion
available in
Griffin is
photo
pretty
mode, and
fucking
any
dope, though.
changes will revert once you exit. It's like a pensive memory. Nothing you do inside photo mode will change the game.
Oh my god, I
outside
want to
photo
ride a
mode.
griffin so
And
bad.
with custom poses in photo mode, your character can finally sit.
What is this character model?
You did ask us to put sitting in the game.
There's a lot
We've
of
all
meme
done it.
editing in
Spent
this trailer
talent
too.
points on something we didn't mean to. Why did I invest in Avada Kedavra
They're trying to hype
Mastery?
it up.
I'm a good person, right?
Avada Kedavra!
With the Summer 2024 update, you can reset your talent points right from the field guide. Either completely respec your build to experiment with different ways of playing, or manually undo those individual points you spent on talents that just don't fit into your playstyle. Stealth, am I right?
Okay.
It'll
I just
cost
think
you
these are all such
200
basic
gold per
updates. I don't
talent
know why
point,
this needs a
however,
whole
So be
trailer.
mindful when determining what you want to excel in. Want to have your very own shop in Hogsmeade? Well, it's gonna take a little more than just galleons to acquire this spooky storefront. The previously exclusive Haunted Hogsmeade shop quest and its associated rewards, including the shop itself and a dapper shopkeeper's outfit to go with it, are now available on all platforms. To start the quest, look for Penny the House Elf sweeping outside the shop in Hogsmeade
I get
shortly
it.
after
So it's
winter
like an
begins.
exclusive
You
mission
did your
for
waiting, a
pre-order
year and a half
customers
of
or
it.
for a certain
As a thank you
console.
to all of our
And they're
players
just
for your
unlocking it for
support and
everybody.
patience. The brand new, or is it old, Azkaban coat and Azkaban prisoner's outfit are free for everyone. Just log into the game to cosplay as someone escaped
So they're
from
just
possibly
unlocking
the
all the
most
pre-order
horrifying
bonuses.
place in the entire
Or
Wizarding
the
World.
console
We're also
exclusive
finally
bonuses
releasing
for,
the
like,
taped up
everybody on
spectacles
every
we showed
machine.
off in our Easter egg video. Sorry about the mix-up. Apparently those have been locked away in a closet under the stairs until now. But that's not all. We're also giving everyone the previously exclusive Onyx Hippogriff mount and Felix Felicis potion recipe. And one other new thing. You won't need to head over to Spintwitch's Sporting Needs to get the
Hold
new
up.
Lavender Borealis broom, but
Meh.
you won't need to head to
Wait.
Hippogriff mount and Felix Felicis
What's this potion do? Enhance the drinker's chance of success in their endeavors, specifically by revealing the locations of large loot chests on the minimap for one in-game day. Oh, cool. That is something that I would use in a game like this.
potion recipe. And one other new thing. You won't need to head over to Spintwitch's Sporting Needs to get the new Lavender Borealis broom, but
It doesn't look like a
maybe
broom,
go
man. It looks
visit
like a
Albie
paintbrush.
Weeks anyway. He seems lonely. And that's your Hogwarts Legacy Summer 2024 update. Available June 6th on PS5, PS4, Xbox Series X and S, Xbox One, PC, and Nintendo Switch.
I keep
Head
forgetting
back
this
to
also
Hogwarts
came out
and
on
start
Xbox.
capturing. Share all of your amazing in-game
All the
photography
early
with us
marketing
on
for this
social
game made
media
it feel
using
like
the
it was gonna be a
hashtag
PlayStation
#CaptureTheUnwritten.
exclusive.
You can find us at the Avalanche channels at AvalancheWB on Twitter and Instagram, find me at Finch Strife, or share with the official Hogwarts Legacy channels. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon.
I wonder if that guy's actually one of the devs, or if he's like an actor that they hired just to do this video. Because he was pretty good at presenting. He had presentation style, which is not something you often get from actual devs talking about their game. Let's see if there's anyone controversing in the comments. They did all this to announce a photo mode? Question mark? Yeah, that's what I said. Me, please be Quidditch. Them, photo mode. This is actually hilarious. People are genuinely pissed. It's like WB are allergic to money. I mean, just the fact that the game exists means they're probably making like a fortune off of it. For a game that did so well, not a single DLC or expansion story. I know, right? That's my type of shit too. I want my single player DLC story expansions. I love that shit. When I can afford it, god damn it. I want to play the High on Life one, but $25 for like a 3-hour story expansion? God damn. Everyone's really just asking for Quidditch. But to be fair, one of the reveals at Summer Game Fest was like a full standalone Quidditch game that has nothing to do with this. Like an actual just Quidditch sports game. Standalone. Which, you know, it's probably gonna... I don't know, though. I don't know if that makes sense. Quidditch is technically not a good game. I remember watching through the Harry Potter box set when my mum bought me the Blu-rays for the first time. And every time the story in a Harry Potter movie would go back to Quidditch as like a focus, I couldn't help but be like completely perplexed by the design of the game. Like, Quidditch makes no sense. The whole golden snitch thing, which is like Harry's whole part in the game, like he's the golden switch chaser on his team for the what the fuck are they called? Gryffindor. The whole golden snitch thing doesn't make any sense in that game at all. Like, if it was just basically soccer or rugby, where a team of people on brooms goes against another team of people on brooms to get a ball to throw through a hoop like they're playing broom basketball, that's fine. That's a game. You can make a sports game out of that. The golden snitch thing is some pure nonsense. Why would you have an extra layer of a game where you've got one person on each team chasing around some magic little fairy thing while everybody else plays the actual sport, with the added overlay of if anyone catches the golden snitch, your team automatically wins the entire fucking game? You just made your whole actual sport redundant by adding this stupid little game of chase with a little golden pixie. Just make it the game. Make it broom basketball. Everyone flying around tackling each other, trying to throw that ball through the hoops. That's the game. Why would you make that game pointless by having some kid catch a golden golf ball randomly off to the side? Has nothing to do with anything anyone else is doing. And then the game just ends. You just won because that little fucker caught the golden pixie. It actually pisses me off. The more I talk about it, the more riled up I get. I hope with this, I don't know, man. If this separate Quidditch game they're making is going to be successful at all, I feel like maybe they need to nix the snitch part of the game. Because that ruins the sport. Just focus on the sport. Can we just pretend the snitch thing doesn't exist? Maybe set the Quidditch thing, set the timeline for the Quidditch video game in the past, like in the early days of Quidditch, before they even invented or added the snitch part. And then just have it play out like a normal game of basketball. I think that would work the best. Anyway, I digress. That was just a random tangent. My bad. What's City 20? There's a game. Hang on. There's a game here called City 20 that looks kind of sick in the thumbnail. Sorry, this is a pretty random, complete tangent. A systems-driven simulation of post-apocalyptic cities from Italian developers. Oh, sweet. Okay. Reminiscent of State of Decay minus the zombies. Oh, that actually does sound really good. I kind of like State of Decay. And zombies are a bit played out.
I remember the concrete walls.
Holy shit, I let this lag.
Sealing the world outside. I remember.
Sorry.
How we all soon forgot to look at the sky.
Oh, it's isometric.
I remember we changed. And this place started to change with us.
Is this multiplayer? Are you doing this with other people, or is this...
And what we could have done differently.
Why does he run like he shot himself?
When I got out of City 20, it felt like
this is kind of weird, man. Not gonna lie.
1,000 lives.
I guess it is Italian. It is an Italian indie title. Your world, your choices. And there's a Geiger counter. Slight Stalker / Fallout vibes. Every time I hear a Geiger counter. Hang on, let me have a pizza biscuit real quick. I need some pizza flavor. I know, that looks a bit jank. But it might be one of those, like, Steam indie games that kind of comes with a certain amount of jank, but then it becomes part of the charm. Development for PC. Yeah, it's probably going to be just a straight up indie Steam thing, and that's it. I wonder if it's fully open world and procedural. Like, every time you start a game, the game world and the NPCs jumble around. Because they do say no two playthroughs will be the same. That might be what they mean by that. I'm impressed that with that setting, they didn't bother to do zombies. It's very rare to do a setting like that with no zombies in it. Zombies are like such a easy fallback. Cool. But a little random. Anything else cool but random? Oh, speaking cool but random, there's a Robin Hood game. Robin Hood Sherwood Builders. What do you mean by this, Sherwood Builders? I'm gonna guess Robin Hood themed survival crafting game. Action adventure RPG with base building elements. Ooh, that sounds sick. Okay. Okay. Action adventure RPG with base building. Just the right amount of the novelty that I like. So the base building is like top-down isometric. And then you go third person for fighting. And adventuring. Massive, massive skill tree. Something out of Final Fantasy. This is so random. This is guaranteed going to be a Steam PC only game. It's got that ambitious indie vibe. Yeah, coming just to Steam. 29th of February. Oh fuck, it's already out. I was late to the trailer. I don't know if I like the name. Robin Hood Sherwood Builders? I know they're trying to get across the concept of like the survivor crafting building thing. But to straight up just call it Sherwood Builders, I think is a little bit dull. Yeah. Might need to wear your Oodie. Just got out of bed. Is it cold up there? It's finally been cold in Australia for a bit. We don't get the cold for very long, though. Our winter is quite short. And it's honestly not even that cold, to be honest. There's plenty of winter nights where, even for winter, like the Oodie's still too hot. Oh, it actually is summer for you. So not much Oodie then. Rare Oodie. Maybe Sherwood Builders took inspiration from Dragon Quest. Isn't that what their game is called as well? Dragon Quest Builders, right? More Oodie than expected. Yeah, for summer. In that country, yeah, sure. Yeah, Dragon Quest Builders. It is an indie game, so they might have looked at that and gone, well, let's just call it Sherwood Builders, and then people know what we're about. Bizarre games. Titties. Don't get distracted. Yo, is that Alien? Holy shit, Alien Romulus has got an official trailer out? Oh, damn. We've seen the teaser, which is a few seconds of, like, a head crab jumping on someone's face, and then the title screen. Oh, shit, dude. Oh, shit, we got a real trailer. We got a legit trailer. This is from, the reason I'm excited about this is for the director. Fede Alvarez. Fede Alvarez did Don't Breathe and the Evil Dead remake. So he doesn't make like Oscar-worthy shit, but he makes like decent horror stuff. Like visually, cinematography, at least he knows what he's doing. Like not everyone likes the Evil Dead reboot. It's not exactly like the Evil Dead we know and love, but it is a handsomely shot film. And it's got some really fucked up stuff in it. Like stuff that makes you cringe and close your eyes.
Is this really where you want to spend the rest of your life?
You know I don't.
Damn, that looks good.
Then this is our only ticket out of here.
That was a good looking planet. The CG's already popping off. Oh shit. Oh my god, there's that iconic sound. That's all you need. That's all you need. The motion tracker, sound effect. That'll sell a movie right there. I don't know what the deal is with the see-through chest. That was weird.
What's happening?
Maybe an android?
There's something in the water.
What do you mean there's something in the water?
I don't know, there's just something in the water.
The hate crab, bruv. Ugh. Oh god. They actually showed the face hugger's like egg laying penis going in the guy's mouth. Oh, these people are getting wrecked. No one can hear you scream. Trailer goes full silent. Classy. This looks more like a legit alien movie visually than the last two Ridley Scott films. That was a really good last shot too. Very Ripley-esque. Man, that was good. When I first heard about Alien Romulus being a thing, I really didn't give a shit. And then I heard that it wasn't going to be Ridley Scott. It was going to be Fede Alvarez, and I was like, that's interesting. Maybe I'll keep an eye on it. Between the teaser and this full official trailer, I think I'm 100% sold. I'm surprised that I am. Because I've been kind of shitty about Alien ever since Ridley Scott shut down Neil Blomkamp's Alien project. Neil Blomkamp, the South African director responsible for District 9, he was actually working on pre-production for an Alien film that would take place right after Alien 2. That would still have Hicks and Ripley and Newt in it. And that had like concept art and everything. And then Ridley Scott shut it down because he wanted to make Prometheus and Alien Covenant and those bullshit movies. I'm still really shitty about that. I wanted to see what Neil Blomkamp's Alien was going to look like. I think that would have been like this. I reckon it would have been as good as what we just saw then from Fede Alvarez. Hell yeah. Alien tinnitus. The whistling sound. In space, no one can hear you, Alien Romulus. Haha. Yeah, that part of the trailer where the sound drops out and it goes full tinnitus on you while the title's slowly revealing, like word by letter by letter. That was class. That was some class trailer editing. Trailer editing is an art. I tells you. It's an art form. And it's not easy. As someone who's tried to cut my own trailers for my own short films, it's tricky. You're trying to make like a whole new thing out of pre-existing footage that does its own thing. Ooh, a genie link. Yeah, I don't think I need to see any more Alien trailers. I think I'm 100% sold on that. I'm good till it comes out. Let me just... Boom. Metal Slug Tactics. Is this a grid-based, turn-based tactics game in the Metal Slug franchise? I'm going to just assume that, judging from the name alone. That's usually what they mean when they put tactics into something.
Greetings, Commander, and welcome to Metal Slug Tactics, a new episode in the legendary Metal Slug series.
Oh, we did see
In this
the anime
latest chapter, you will
intro
deploy your
teaser for
tactical
this
prowess
once
on the
ages ago.
battlefield to help the Peregrine Falcon Squad liberate Sirocco City and its neighboring regions from General
It's got the
Morden's
Metal Slug
tyranny.
graphics still.
Make no mistakes,
The
Commander.
genre's changed,
this
but
is a roguelike tactical
looks
RPG where
sexy.
each mission will push your strategic skills to the limit.
I love me
In
some
Metal
good
Slug
pixel art.
Tactics, you'll experience an all-new third dimension of the series' iconic run-and-gun gameplay.
Cool.
The renowned Peregrine Falcon Squad. Here they are in their HQ, waiting for your call to action. Every fire team you bring to the battlefield must be composed of 3 operatives. Take your time to evaluate them in the barracks, learn their perks and special abilities, and determine how to maximize their synergies. In the barracks, you can see the abilities you have unlocked for each operative, and review their different equipment loadouts.
There's a lot more gaps
It's
on the
vital
left-hand
that you
side
undertake your
for
next
more
mission with
operatives.
the right tools for the
They're keeping
job.
them a secret for the trailer.
The armory is where you can store your strategic assets and weapons, along with the unlockable weapon mods that can give your squad an extra edge on
I
the
love me some
battlefield.
strategic ass.
Choosing which
ets,
weapons you want to improve will be
assets.
crucial to your team's performance.
I meant assets.
All right, the lads and lasses are itching for a fight. Let's stick to the classics and choose Marco, Eri, and Tarma for this mission. And here they go.
No, bring the other girl. Fuck Tarma. Tarma
Once
looks
you
like a
select
douche.
your operation zone, you can choose the most advantageous route for liberating the area. Consider your options carefully, since every mission has different objectives and rewards. Experience, money, reinforcements, medals, strategic assets, and more. Here's the battlefield in all its glory, Commander. You can see the mission objectives and your operative stats.
It's like basically Final Fantasy Tactics.
Their hit points, how much damage they can take, action
Or
points,
those
how
Fire
many
Emblem,
actions they can
Fire
perform
Emblem
in a
games for
turn,
DS.
movement points, and adrenaline, a very important resource that can fuel some crazy special abilities. Click on each operative to inspect their weapons, special abilities, and secondary weapon ammo count. Once your squad is deployed, the action begins. In Metal Slug, we run and we gun, so make sure your operatives move as much as possible to gain damage reduction. Get your lads next to cover and gain even more. That is, until the precious cover gets destroyed. The damage reduction is visible under your operative's portrait. Now that we've covered running, let's talk gunning. Every character has one action point which can be used to fire their primary or secondary weapon, or activate devastating special abilities. Remember,
This looks pretty addictive.
secondary weapons pack quite the punch, but they have limited
Although it
ammo.
looks like something you could probably
Use them
play on a
sparingly
phone
and
easily.
prioritize high-value targets like this one.
I can see people playing this on the toilet.
Your
Like doing
operatives will
rounds
generate
randomly
adrenaline by running
during the
and
day
shooting.
while doing other stuff.
Once they have enough, you can spend it on special abilities to wreak havoc on enemy lines. Airstrikes, bouncing grenades, a road rage-fueled motorbike, as well as more subtle yet tactically priceless abilities like Marco Salvo, which allows any operative to fire their weapon twice.
Is that a mummy dog? Those are mummy dogs. That's amazing. Grenade out.
Whoa, what just happened? Well,
There was a
that's
Metal Slug
sync,
game on Game
and it's
Pass,
how we win battles.
like about
by
a year
working
ago.
as a team. Attack any hostile belligerent.
I had it on my
while one
list
your
of things I wanted
teammates
to
has a
play,
line of fire on him,
But
and watch the magic happen.
in the week that it left, there were like 4 or 5 games
Syncs
leaving,
are free damage
so it
and
ended up
generate
getting
a lot of
prioritized out.
adrenaline. And if you want to dominate the battlefield, you'll need to maximize them. From carefully choosing your operative's loadout to positioning them effectively on the battlefield, this is where your tactical prowess must shine.
It might have been Metal
You
Slug
remember
3
how
or
to pilot a
something.
slug, don't you? Once you're tucked in, there are a few things to worry about. Armor,
Oh yeah, I
the
totally
vehicle's
forgot
hit
the Metal
points,
Slug is an actual
and
tank.
fuel, which is spent on movement and attacks. The good thing about a
Nice.
slug is that you can fire all its weapons in a single turn if you have enough fuel. The bad thing is that you should
was
check
3 years
before it
ago?
blows up, Tarma. Man down?
That would have been in the
Just
first
do what
year
you
that
did
I
in the
was
old days
streaming
and
then.
insert another coin to get your operative back in the fray. This will
I
consume
remember
one
gearing
of
up
your
to play it.
reinforcements, though. So
I
if
think
you
I
see
even
that
had it
your squad is
installed.
running low, make sure to prioritize missions that
And it
award
just never happened.
reinforcements.
I think there were
Good
too many
job,
games
soldiers.
leaving that week.
The battle is ours, but winning the war will take some serious skill. At the end of every mission, you will see the experience gained by your operatives and the perks and abilities, both active and passive, you can assign to them once they gain a rank. Back at HQ, you can spend your hard-earned coins to unlock even
She's
more
awesome.
weapons, mods,
Holy
and
shit.
loadouts for your next operation.
Do you see the abs on her?
Whew, that was
The
just
nerdy
a
chick?
quick overview of the nail-biting tactical action you and your operatives
The nerdy
can
girl
expect
with
on
the
battlefields of
the
Metal
cap
Slug
and the
tactics.
glasses. She's
There
got
is
some
so much
absolutely
more to
epic abs on
discover.
her.
Exotic places,
An actual booba.
undead menaces, weapons to find, vehicles to drive, hostages to free.
It's that she's
And
all
enemies
that
to
thing,
shoot, of
with the
course.
pretending like she's a nerd, because she's just
Good
got
luck,
glasses
Commander.
on.
The regular army is counting
But
on
like, she's not at all. Actually, you can kind of see a bit of... Okay, let me enlarge in this for you. Bottom left. The girl with the glasses and the cap. She's actually got decent booba, more than you'd expect. From the nerdy engineer chick on the team. Whereas the hot, just normal blonde commando chick, not as much. Wait, I'll show you the other picture I saw. Hang on. Where was she? There. Heyo. What's her name? Why is her name not on screen right now? They just go by character portraits? They don't actually put their name on screen anyway? That's weird. I don't remember any of the names of the characters in Metal Slug. I've never really known any of the names. Despite this franchise going back to my childhood playing in the arcade. She's gorgeous, though. It makes me mad that they keep focusing on the other girl, the blonde, as like the more main character, female playable character. This chick's way better. Never played Metal Slug? Oh, I played it heaps. I used to play the original in the arcade. It was really fun, but a bit of a quarter eater. And then I played another version of it on, I think on the SNES, at a friend's house. I'm not sure if it was the home version of 1 or if it was number 2. Oh, and then my ex's brother, he got this arcade cabinet installed at his house with this chip that had hundreds of games on it, and it had some Metal Slugs on there. And me and her brother played a few of those together on the arcade cabinet. This was many, many years later, when I was already an adult. Cool. All right. I'm going to quickly have a look just to make sure I'm not missing anything big that I've missed in the last 2 weeks. You know, the big deal stuff. Yes, I have. Venom. All right. There's an official trailer out for Venom 3. Sorry, no, Venom: The Last Dance. There's no 3 in the title. They're being cheeky. In fact, did Venom ever put numbers in the title? Venom 2 didn't have a 2 in there either, did it? What was it called? Let There Be Carnage? Or some shit. I wonder why Sony doesn't want to do numbers for the Venom movies. Are they trying to be trendy? Or hip or some shit? Goofy ass Sony. I don't trust Sony anymore, man, with any of this shit. Morbius was trash. Madam Web was trash. Venom only barely made the passing grade for most people, owing mostly to the fact that the Venom design in CG was pretty spot on, and Tom Hardy was a good choice for Eddie Brock. But the actual movie itself, like the script, the storyline, especially the third act, was just like meh. It was a big meh. It was like typical decent 90s superhero movie with modern visual effects. And now we've got Kraven. Oh, God. Kraven's next. The Venoms have held steady, even though they're not technically really that good. But everything else around it, the other villain characters, have been just completely capsizing. They get worse at every movie. People thought Morbius was the worst it was going to get. Then Madam Web happened. I feel like Kraven is probably going to be better. Okay, if I had to put money down, I've said this before. Just judging from one trailer alone, and ignoring the fact that Kraven's not comic accurate, which is already a problem, but let's pretend that's not a big deal. I think that the Kraven movie's probably going to be better than Morbius and Madam Web, but it's still not technically going to be good on the current comic book movie scale of quality. It's going to feel like the best of the 90s movies, just like Venom is kind of like one of the better of the 90s comic book movies. The real question is going to be, is it going to be better or worse than Venom? That's the real fight. I think it'll be better than Morbius and Madam Web, but will it be better than Venom is the real battle that they've got on their hands. Which is funny because all of these are still bottom of the barrel. They're working on a very different sliding scale to like your typical Marvel film. All right, let's do it. Oh, don't do this. They do that little teaser they put at the start of their trailers. I fucking hate that. I'm gonna skip it from now on.
You should probably know that I have a really dark and unpredictable side to me. Stop speaking. I'm giving you a chance, sweetie. Say when. When?
Damn. Hunted. Oh man, got yeeted. Is he here to save dogs from an underground dog fighting thing? Yeah, he is too. I can get behind that.
What?
Why would Venom take Eddie Brock out of the suit and use him as a projectile? That seems dangerous.
We are. No. Yeah, we are Venom.
Okay, what the fuck? Oh, holy shit.
You take me to all the finest.
That was an oddly bloodless quad decapitation. All four of those dudes had their heads ripped off. But I didn't see any blood at all. Hey, at least we got Venom eating people's heads. That's an upside. And we've got David Bowie on that Space Oddity. I can get behind that.
Let's go get him.
Ground control to Major Tom. We're stepping in the symbiote. He's going to bite your head off if you dare fuck with him. Oh, nice suit. Mrs. Chen. In a musical sequence with Venom.
There has to be
no less.
After us.
Odd.
Eddie, my home, has found us.
Uh-oh. Planet Symbiote has arrived on Earth. Cool. Although they're gonna show them as just generic monsters, aren't they?
There's an army coming that cannot be beaten. As long as Venom lives, everyone.
I remember that dude. He's the cop that.
This alive, buddy.
Uh-oh.
Eddie, the time has come.
Venom or Eddie gonna die, or both. Sounds like the end for one of them, at least.
Be honest with me. How fast do you think you can get that thing to go without killing it?
Only one way to find out.
Fucking dope. That is metal. Well, that saves the trailer. The Venom horse. Inspired. The Last Dance. It definitely sounds final. Like they're going to separate them, or one of them's going to die, or all of the above. Unless it's all a big fake out. The only thing I liked definitively in that entire trailer was the Venom horse at the end. Everything else is kind of like not sure. I like the fact that he's in a warehouse saving a bunch of dogs at the start, but the attempt at comedy with them not doing the I am Venom thing correctly dragged on a bit. I didn't really find that funny. But then he bites off everybody's heads, which is awesome. Even if it is bloodless. Was that the lizard that I noticed? Hang on, let me enlarge in this real quick. Hold up a sec. Oh, this guy. That's the cop. That's the police officer or detective in Let There Be Carnage. And I believe he gets some symbiote on him at the end or something as a cliffhanger. So he's going to be Toxin or something, I think. No new Deadpool and Wolvie trailer? Actually, there is. For me, anyway. Hang on. Seven days ago, Ryan Reynolds' channel dropped a trailer called Deadpool and Wolverine Best Friends Day. I haven't seen that one yet. I might check that out next. It might be something you've already seen, though. It was a week ago. Who's that actor? Oh, he's been in a bunch of stuff. I recognize him. He was in Let There Be Carnage. And he got some symbiote on him in the cliffhanger at the end of the credits. And I think the rumor was he was going to become Toxin. Let There Be Carnage. I think this dude was in Snatch. Do you remember Jason Statham's sidekick in Snatch? And Jason Statham kept doing that, like, before the Germans get here joke at him. That guy. I'm just looking for his name. Stephen Graham. Yeah. Yeah, this dude. That's the only thing I remember him from, is his Jason Statham's sidekick in Snatch. But I know he's been a character actor showing up in plenty of stuff though throughout the years. Help, Time, Bodies, This Is England, Boiling Point, Line of Duty, The Irishman. I've seen The Irishman, but I don't remember what he was in that. He was in that new Matilda movie that came out recently. The Virtues, Venom, Boardwalk Empire. Greyhound, oh, it just keeps going. Public Enemies, I've seen that. Gangs of New York, I've seen that. Pirates of the Caribbean, On Stranger Tides. I don't remember what is in that movie. I've seen that too. He's in lots of movies that I've seen, but I don't remember what his character was. Because he's one of those character actors that's just sort of like invisible. He just does his job and gets in and out. He's in Peaky Blinders. Taboo, Yardie. Season of the Witch with Nick Cage. Rocket Man. The Elton John movie. Which I've also seen and don't remember him in. Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Men Tell No Tales. He's in 2 Pirates movies. He must be on the pirate crew. Like one of the random zombie pirates. Or they're like comic relief. Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy. Texas Killing Fields. Just goes on and on. He's a working man. Yeah, I think he's Toxin. What's his character's name? Detective. Fuck. Detective something. Mulligan? I'll go to the wiki. I think Toxin was... It's a symbiote, but it's not like evil. It's like an anti-symbiote. Like it has toxins it can use against the other symbiotes, and I think he used it. Oh wait, let me just check the wiki. It'll tell us. Patrick Mulligan. Yeah, Toxin. Been depicted as a superhero and also a supervillain, offspring of Carnage, the third major symbiote in the Marvel Universe, and the ninth known to have appeared in the comics outside of the Planet of the Symbiotes storyline. He was the first symbiote that Spider-Man considered an ally, despite several temporary alliances with Venom. Various hosts, mainly former police officer Patrick Mulligan, at one point Eddie Brock, and a teenager named Bren Waters. So he basically became an anti-hero long before Venom himself even did. Allied with Spider-Man against Venom. Immunity to spider sense, as well as Venom and Carnage's ability to track down other symbiotes. I'm not seeing anything to do with poisons or toxins in his ability tree. Okay. Anyway, just needed to make sure we were correct about that. Oh, wait, that's right. I forgot why I was coming in here. I thought I saw the lizard. There's a montage of shots. This is ground control to Major Tom. Venom's not that good a movie. Here it is. Rhys Ifans. Playing the fucking guitar in this van, looking like a hippie. That's the actor that plays the lizard in the Andrew Garfield Spider-Mans, which are the Sony Spider-Mans. So, like, is he meant to be reprising his role as Dr. Connors, or is he just playing some random new dude? I don't see why this actor would bother to take another paycheck from Sony to be in another comic book movie just randomly like this after the clusterfuck of those Spider-Man films. Because I think he was a really good Connors, but I don't think that was a very good lizard. I thought the lizard design was terrible. Like, not having a lizard snout, I think it makes it look shitty. Like, he had like a normal round human head with a flat face, and I just think that looked ridiculous. He looked like the Goombas in the live-action Mario movie. That was my... I couldn't take the lizard seriously in that Andrew Garfield film. He was great when it was just Connors, though. That actor nailed it. This is ground control to Major Tom. Blah-de-de-blah-de-blah-de-blah. I got that stuck in my head now. Rhys Ifans? Yeah, that guy. He's right there. I think it's too much of a coincidence that he's in the Venom trailer when he played the lizard in Spider-Man opposite Andrew Garfield, considering that they're both Sony and they're both within comic book universe. I think it'd be really weird if he was just playing some random hippie here. Like, maybe this is... No, actually, now that I think about it, it probably can't be Dr. Connors because he has both his arms. in this van. Unless being the lizard and being turned back into a human regenerated his arm, which is possible. Because that was the whole point of his lizard experiment in the first place. He was trying to come up with a way for humans to regrow limbs using lizard DNA. He was in Secret of the Ooze. Was he? What? Wait, was he? Reese? Where's the F? Here he is. Man, this guy's gonna have a huge IMDb. Reese has been a while for... Oh, he wasn't? Oh, okay. Well, he's been in a lot. Even if Secret of the Ooze wasn't one of them. He was in one of the Harry Potters. He was in Alice Through the Looking Glass, the Tim Burton Alice in Wonderland movie. Interesting. There's No Way Home as the lizard. Okay, wait. Is Let There Be Carnage on this list? If it tells us his name in the movie, that'll be a good giveaway. Here it is. IMDb. Rhys Ifans. There's no character name. Damn. They didn't even bother to put his name in the credits yet. Maybe because it's a spoiler. Sometimes when they withhold character names before the movie's out, it's because they're trying to avoid spoilers. It's David Warner. Who did he play? Was that the Ivan Ooze actor? Because if it was, he's an absolute national treasure. That Ivan Ooze performance was top tier. Oh, okay. Oh, sorry. For some reason, when you said Secret of the Ooze, my brain went to Power Rangers. What the fuck? All right, sorry. That was way off. You were talking about TMNT. Fair enough. That's funny. I think just because Ooze was a major part of that Power Rangers plot. It just threw me off completely. My bad. Alright, well, this is what it is. I'm stoked for the Venom horse at the end of the trailer, but that's about it, really. Everything else I'm kind of eh. Don't really trust Sony. I don't trust Sony with the movie itself. I do slightly trust the creatives to occasionally make a cool thing in a bad movie, which this Venom horse might be one of them. So that's exciting. Let me get this Deadpool and Wolverine trailer out real quick. I'm assuming this might just be like a rehash of footage we've already seen. Maybe. Because a lot of these trailers have kind of been that. They're not really giving away too much outside of what we've already been shown. Ivan Ooze was Paul Freeman. I need to remember that because that was a great performance. I need to show respect to Paul Freeman. Here we go. Red and yellow.
I've always wanted to ride with you, Logan. Deadpool and a Wolverine. Can you imagine the fun?
Yes.
Chaos?
Yes.
You mind putting your mask back on?
Super hard to eat while I'm wearing it.
It's super hard to eat when you're not.
I love how messy Logan's hair is in that scene.
I'm about to lose everything that I've ever
Like a little child. That was a pretty good shot at Dogpool.
Huh. All Rudd finally aged.
Shut up.
Oh my god.
I have seen that Paul Run joke on Twitter.
The answer is yes. Shake on it. God, you nicked it. Just got the tip with your little steak knife.
That red and yellow hip-hop song was getting a little annoying. And they're still keeping that portal they're jumping through a secret, because I swear to God, in the actual movie, we're going to be able to see through that portal. It's not just going to be a white void. They're just leaving it out the trailers so they don't give away where they're going. Red and yellow. Now it's stuck in my head as well. I want to see that dog pool close up. There's a Lady Deadpool tease. Oh, I think I know the part you're talking about. Did you see Hugh Jackman's face just then? Not that one. There. Look at Hugh Jackman's face in this shot. Holy shit, that's funny. It almost looks like his face is being warped by like a Snapchat filter. It doesn't even look like a real expression. Anyway, sorry, I got distracted. I got distracted by Hugh's acting. Oh, he being mad. Okay, let me stop getting distracted. Almost.
Oh my God.
The Paul Rudd joke happens there. They're going to fight here for a while because it's all the footage we usually see. There we go. So the question is this Lady Deadpool? The slenderness of the legs is not that different from Deadpool himself, from Ryan Reynolds' legs. But those are for sure heels. Those are heeled boots. There's Dogpool. Dogpool is actually a little grosser looking in the live action than he is in the comics. He's meant to be like feral and like decaying like a zombie dog in the comics, but I think the live action ones managed to make him even more decrepit looking somehow. The leg armor is different. It's not just the leg armor is different. Those are definitely heel boots. That looks nothing like the boots that Deadpool's wearing. This is definitely lady legs. You know what the other giveaway is? Check out the barrel of the gun sticking in the frame just at the top of the screen, next to the leg. That is a tip of an Uzi. Lady Deadpool's default weaponry is dual Uzis, whereas Deadpool's is dual handguns. In the previous trailer, we did see a close-up of what appeared to be Deadpool using dual Uzis, but all we saw was a close-up of the guns. But people pointed out, and I think we noticed as well when we watched the teaser on stream, the gloves of the two hands holding the Uzis in the other trailer are different gloves than what Deadpool's wearing in the rest of the trailer. The patternage of the black and the red across the glove is vastly different. It's more red than black heavy, whereas Deadpool's is more black than red heavy. So now we've got two shots confirming that there is a different Deadpool outfit, more lean character with dual Uzis, which can only be Lady Deadpool. There's no chance. There's no shot it's anything but Lady Deadpool at this point. I won't even hear about it. People think Taylor Swift is a pop star mutant. What if she's Lady Deadpool? I did see some confirmation that Taylor Swift was supposed to not be in the movie. There was an announcement that she definitively was not in the movie because people kept talking about it. But they also could lie. Marvel's marketing team are not beyond lying, just dead-face lying to your face. Dazzler. I don't really want... I don't mind... Like, I'm not a Taylor Swift hater, but I don't really want Taylor Swift as Dazzler. But then I have a particular image of Dazzler in my own head. Like, my own particular bias of how I see Dazzler. So it's a little bit subjective in that way. She could probably play a perfectly fine Dazzler, especially having the singing, pop star vibe. But I don't know. Like, in my head, I have a Deadpool movie that I would make. Like, if Disney came to me tomorrow and said, pitch us a Deadpool movie, as someone who's got like filmmaking, directing experience, like maybe we'll let you make it. I actually do have a Deadpool movie in my head that I would make. It's essentially Deadpool the Musical, which is a comic. There's a comic called Deadpool the Musical where they actually like have the music in the text bubbles that are like songs that are changed. The lyrics are changed from the originals, like that, you know, the song OPP, the hip hop song, that's in there with the lyrics changed to be Deadpool related. There's a Beastie Boys song in there, I think, as well. There's a bunch of stuff. I would do a version of the Deadpool the Musical concept as an actual film where Deadpool would be teamed up with Dazzler. But Dazzler would be a little bit more raw of a character, a little bit more of a modern pop star vibe, you know, not exactly family friendly. A little bit self-possessed, a little bit decadent. And she would match up with Deadpool's edge pretty well, I think, as kind of a more modern, decadent party girl pop star type. But yeah, and I actually have like a whole bunch of concepts in my head for how you would do really interesting, different musical sequences that are also action sequences combined. I've thought about this a lot. Including a Metallica sequence that I've like thought about extensively. But, you know, I'll leave it at that. Confirmed Lady Deadpool. There you go. Dobpool's probably going to steal the movie. Just watch that happen. There were also rumors that Kidpool was going to be in it, which we've seen no evidence of in any of the trailers, unlike the Lady Deadpool teasers. And there was a rumor that the kid that played young Ryan Reynolds in that Netflix movie, where he's the sci-fi movie where he's like the space fighter pilot from the future who goes back in time to meet his like younger kid self in modern times. I don't know if you know the movie I'm talking about. Apparently that I didn't see the film, but apparently that kid was really good in that film in acting like a young Ryan Reynolds. And there was a rumor for the long time that that kid was seen hanging out with Ryan a lot and was also seen like at Disney's lots or something. And there was an assumption that he was going to be playing Kidpool. I'll look it up real quick. It's a recent movie. It's not that long ago. It's more recent than Free Guy. The Adam Project. It's this one. It's a Netflix film. As in Netflix produced. A time-traveling fighter pilot teams up with his 12-year-old self for a mission to save the future after unintentionally crash landing in 2022. I heard it's actually alright. Like, nothing spectacular. Like, just a decent sci-fi action family film. And apparently Ryan Reynolds and the kid that's meant to play the younger him have really good chemistry. And the kid's, like, really good at acting like a young Ryan. So that's why there was a rumor going around that he might have been playing Kidpool. But then he debunked the rumor himself on Twitter by saying that, like, he wasn't. But once again, Marvel are known to basically make the actors lie on purpose to retain secrets about comic book movies. I mean, Marvel lies to your face in the trailers. They full change CG in their trailers. So that there's like scenes in the trailers that don't even exist in the movie. They do it very much on purpose. Oh yeah, this scene. Wait. Continuity? What is with how flat Hugh Jackman's hair is in this shot? It bothers me for a Logan look. It's a little 12-year-old hairstyle. Well, that's fun. I still think they're purposely only showing us the same types of shots from the same scenes we've already seen, because they're keeping everything else a secret. The movie is like a pretty long movie for a Deadpool film. It's like well over 2 hours. He's disheveled. Yeah, I mean, he looks fine from the front, but from the side, there's something very odd about how flat his hair looks, especially how it's like coming down over his forehead. You pretty much never see Logan with his hair like that. There's a little bit of an immersion cracking level to that because you always see Logan a certain way. Even when his hair is messy, it's messy in a Wolverine way, or it's like spiked and shit. It's not a criticism. It's just something I noticed and thought was interesting in the trailer. It's just weird looking to see Hugh Jackman like that. What time is it? Oh, it's about to hit midnight soon. I might clock off soon. Should we do one more? I do have one more big thing. Arcane. There's a season 2 trailer for Arcane. How long ago was this out? 4 days. This is actually fairly recent. I'm not too late on this one. Official teaser. Only on Netflix, of course. I hope they keep Arcane going. It's amazing how well the show did, especially considering how poorly video game movies and shows normally do. Although that seems to be turning around. Ever since Arcane, we've actually been getting good video game movies and TV shows. It's crazy. Actually, to be fair, Castlevania came before Arcane. So let's not just give it all to Arcane. Castlevania was hitting 10 out of 10 before Arcane was even a twinkle in its daddy's balls. Here we go.
Your council is dead.
Fucking captions.
Along the edge of danger. Wrath must be met with wrath.
Sick. That mum? Wait. I forget the name of the character. The attractive black woman on the council that was in the council room that exploded at the end of that season. Her mum was an absolute unit. This woman. You can't tell in this shot, but she was like that muscle mommy Amazonian kind of thing. And she kept on like hanging out with toy boys and stuff every scene you see her in. She's gonna go hard in this season. She's gonna be on the battlefield for sure. She's gonna get some I bet she's gonna get some absolutely epic one-on-one fights with somebody. Where she goes full beefcake. Throws people around and suplexes people like Zangief.
You will have justice.
So this starts right after the Jinx missile. Vi is working for the enforcers, I guess? The coppers?
I will lead a strike team into Zorn with 3 objectives.
The soundtrack always goes so hard in everything
Jinx.
Riot does.
Dismantle Shimmer. And neutralize any agents
The
still
hell
loyal
is that
to
gremlin?
Silka.
Oh, he's gone feral. Oh, she's back as well. So is Time Control Boy.
This has to end.
Oh, sweet. Magic infused sniper rifle.
Jinx!
Finally got the name right. Sister.
Oh, this series is going to end with an absolute throwdown between the two of them. Sister v sister. They better go hard on that fight. Who's the mom in Arcane? I forget the name of the character, but I remember her from the first season being like, she's a beefcake. You just can't tell in this shot of her because she's armored up. Do you remember her, right? Arcane. Ellen Thomas, Ambassador something or other. I think it's this woman voicing her. Ella Purnell is doing so well lately. She's got both Arcane and she's got Fallout on her resume. It's like a license to print money. Imbasa Medarda. You didn't see season 1? Oh, Arcane is an amazing show. I don't like League of Legends. Like, as far as a game goes, it's not the kind of thing I like at all. I can't stand League of Legends. But I just like Overwatch. I do like the world building and the character designs, and they use it so well in that Netflix show. Arcane goes off. Let's just see. Look at this shot of her talking to her mum from the side. Like, she's an old woman. She's like an aging queen to the young ambassador princess. But like, she's a fucking warrior, man. Like, when she shows up, she doesn't do any fighting in season 1 because she's there to serve some other purpose. But like, when you see her, it's like, good lord, she's intimidating. I'm just looking for better screenshots of her. Oh yeah, there's one shot where she's getting out of the bathtub fully nude as well. And you just see scars all over her back. There is no way we're not going to see her in battle this season after what happened with her daughter because of Jinx at the end of the last one. Look at this. Hell yeah. Beef. Look at those arms. She's an old lady. Like, goddamn. Absolute bicep. She has a cool hairstyle as well. It's kind of like a old woman afro with like just one white streak in the middle. Almost rogue-like. Not the game genre rogue-like. I mean like Rogue from the X-Men. God damn, she's cool. We just need to see her do more stuff, and I think we're going to see it this season. I don't think her daughter's gone either. Her and Jace are too important. They're too big. Their characters are too big. I feel like there's some information being withheld about the end result of what Jinx did to that council meeting. Oh, we'll see. I think you would really like Arcane. It's a very female-centric story as well. Because, like, there's a lot of characters. Like, it's an ensemble cast. But, like, the anchor of the entire... the anchor of the entire kind of through line of the story that brings everyone together is the story between Jinx and Vi, the two sisters. It really is a sister versus sister when you break it down to, like, the character emotion stuff. And then all the political stuff branches out from there and then pulls all the other characters in and around them. But that's what I mean. Like, this is meant to be the final season of this. And if that trailer is any indication, it's all going to lead to a 1v1. Sister versus sister. It's going to be messy and very tragic, I think. Like, the point where the show is going to grab you is episode 3. It's a 9-episode season, the first season, and it's split into 3s. So the first 3 episodes is one chapter, then there's a time jump, and then the next 3 episodes is another chapter, and then there's another time jump, and then the last 3 episodes is like the third chapter. They're sliced up like that. By the time you get to the end of the first chapter, the first 3 episodes, the finale of episode 3 is massive. Like, that's where it's going to get you. Like, the first 2 episodes, you might be like, yeah, this seems alright. Like, you're still kind of teething. You're still kind of working your way through it, learning the characters and stuff, but it hasn't really hooked you yet. By the end of 3, it fucking pops off. Like, the craziest shit happens by the end of episode 3 that kind of changes the status quo and the stakes of, like, the whole thing. And then by the time 3 ends, you'll want to binge the next 6. Like, straight up. It's so good. That one episode is, like, some of the best animated TV I've ever seen. Kind of like what people are saying about episode... what episode is it in X-Men? 97? The Genosha episode? With Magneto and Gambit? Is that episode 5? How many episodes are in a season of that? It might be 4. It's like right in the middle. Yeah. Basically, episode 3 of Arcane is essentially their version of that episode of X-Men 97. Where just everything suddenly pops off and a whole bunch of characters die out of nowhere. And then the status quo going forward is like completely fucked. And then you can't wait to see what happens next. Bam. That was a good trailer. This last shot of Vi and Jinx is pretty dope. Right here. Boom. I don't think Jinx is going to want to get that close. Jinx's strength is at range and with explosives, with explosives trickery and traps. Vi's strength is melee, up close and personal, gauntlet based boxing. This is not the place Jinx wants to be right now. She's gonna get hammered. Oh, anyway, you probably knew this already, even if you haven't watched the show, but Jinx and Vi are voiced by Ella Purnell from the main character of the Fallout live-action TV show, and Haley Steinfeld, who plays Hawkeye's protege in the Hawkeye TV show, and also Pitch Perfect. She's the main character in that as well. Oh, well, wait, not the first Pitch Perfect, because that's... what's her name? She shows up in a sequel as a new chick. I saw that recently. Oh, which one? Fallout. Also the girl in Bumblebee. Oh, Haley Steinfeld. Yeah. Yeah, Haley Steinfeld is the voice of Vi, and Ella Purnell is the voice of Jinx. And they do a really good job. I didn't even recognize Ella Purnell as Jinx. Like, when I was watching like clips of Fallout originally and I knew about that, I was like, wow, she's a really good actress. She like becomes these characters. I don't even think about her as an actress. You love Haley Steinfeld? She can really sing. Yeah, I keep forgetting that she became a main character in those Pitch Perfect movies, because I still think of the Pitch Perfect movies as vehicles for what's her name? The other brunette? The one that was the main character from Pitch Perfect 1? Because Haley Steinfeld got added in number 2, I think, as like a new... not a main character, but like a new character to the team to shake things up in the ensemble. What's her name? The actual main character of those movies. Anna Kendrick. That's the one. Yeah. Anna Kendrick is the main character. Rebel Wilson is the comic relief. Elizabeth Banks is one of the announcers and also the director / producer. She kind of took over that whole thing. Isn't Brittany Snow the co-lead? Like the other, like the second in command of the a cappella group? I remember the scene in the bathroom where she walks into Haley Steinfeld's, not Haley Steinfeld, Anna Kendrick's shower, and they start singing titanium. They're both like completely nude. Why isn't Haley Steinfeld's name here? Is it because this is only the cast of number 1? Probably. DJ Flula is in the second one. He shows up as the leader of the German a cappella group. You know DJ Flula from YouTube? He played, he was Javelin in the Suicide Squad James Gunn movie. I love that man. His whole personality is so infectious. I do wish Rebel Wilson would stop being in movies where her entire comic relief bit is to just do fat jokes about herself. It always puts a bad taste in my mouth, you know what I mean? Like, women like her and Melissa McCarthy, they're funnier than that. Like, they're good comedians. They can be funny without being forced to rely on like we're fat slapstick, like tripping and falling on their face and shit. You didn't know he was a YouTuber? Yeah, that's where he comes from. Flula Borg. I've been following Flula's YouTube for like 15 years before he was even in any movies. I've always been a fan of Flula. Like, I found him on his what did he call them? His carpool covers. I almost called it carpool karaoke, but that's a different series entirely. He does these remixes and covers of songs entirely in his car. Like, he takes all the equipment in the car with him, like all the DJ equipment, and he basically does like the whole song just sitting in his car, but in his own particular goofy style, because Flula Borg is an absolute nutcase, and we love him for it. Yeah, if you don't follow his YouTube, you should check it out. He's got like over a good decade of content on there of him doing wacky shit. He's amazing. Once he started to actually get roles in movies, he started getting access to other actors and actual BTS stuff from movies, and they started to get him to do like his own brand of like interviews with his co-stars, which he got to put on his own YouTube channel. He did it for the Pitch Perfect movies, for example, where he like interviews his co-stars, but in his own completely insane, barely understandable like style, where most of the people he interviews are just like completely enamored by how like nutty he is. Like, they don't understand what's going on, but you can tell that they're enjoying themselves, which is all that matters. You can't not enjoy yourself when you're hanging out with Flula Borg. DJ Flula. Actually, you know what? I misremembered this. I did not find him through his carpool music remixes. That's just one of my favorite things he does. I found him through these weird videos he does where he just like, yeah, look, here's one from 12 years ago that I watched ages back. He started doing these videos where he would just be like lying in his car after a gig, like in the middle of the night at like 2 a.m. or something. And he would just with his phone record himself asking like a question about the English language. You know, like one whole video would be in his car just going like, asking why English scientists named the spider Daddy Longlegs. And he just riffs on like the Daddy Longlegs thing. How weird a name it is. It's all just like English idioms. Like this whole video is him going on about like why people say party pooper, like where the origins of the term party pooper came from. Because like, why would you suggest someone poops at a party? Like, that's disgusting. Like, that's all it is. It doesn't sound that funny when I try to describe it. Like, I just realized that it's hard to sell if I just try to tell you. But if you just imagine him confused and questioning English idioms in his German accent, like, that's what makes it funny. Auto-tunes is what he calls it when he makes songs in his car. He got Sir Mix-a-Lot to collab with him on an auto-tune. He did his own cover of Baby Got Back in his car with the actual Sir Mix-a-Lot in his car with him, helping him out, doing like background vocals. A pooper is someone that ruins things. Yeah, I know, but he's riffing on it from the point of view of like a German who doesn't understand English idioms. So he just riffs on it and like from his own point of view, he makes it like his hypotheticals about why he thinks it's called that. It's just funny. Here's one where he talks about rock, paper, scissors, not understanding the rock, paper, scissors game. Here's one with him going on about the term shooting fish in a barrel, like why that's a saying in English. They're all like that. That's some of his oldest stuff. Like, that's where I first found him. And then I got hooked on his auto-tune stuff, and that's when I followed him. And then years later, he started actually getting acting roles in movies, and he became famous. Here he's got a collab with Rhett and Link. You know Rhett and Link. I think you've talked about them before. He's got quite a lot of collabs on his channel with either big celebrities like Mix-a-Lot or like other big YouTubers like Rhett and Link. There's Grace. I don't know who Harto is, the other chick, but I know who Grace is, big YouTuber. Mama and Papa. Chester C. He's a singer, YouTuber, vocalist. I actually do follow his channel. He's got a DJ Flula collab. There's Anna Kendrick and Rebel Wilson doing an interview with Flula. Yeah. Anyway. I love him. What a wacky man. I wish he didn't die so early in Suicide Squad, though. Although that was just to set up the javelin for Harlequin. Harley spends that entire movie carrying his javelin around, and then the javelin ends up being what kills Starro. She stabs it in the eye to let the rats in. So javelin did actually serve a pretty big purpose in that movie. Yippee. Whew. All right, Jeannie. It's good night time for me. I got tomorrow off from streaming, so I can do some work. So I'll probably be back Tuesday. Tuesday Oz time, though. Obviously. Move my pizza shapes out of the way. Okay. Oh, it's almost 4 hours. I thought I was about to clock off at like just before 3.5 hours. Somehow I ended up staying here for almost an extra half an hour. Just talking shit. Am I staying up? Oh no, I'm not staying up to work. I'm going to bed now. But then all day tomorrow, I'll be getting some work done. And then the next day, Tuesday, I'm back on stream. And by then I should have what I'm doing worked out. Probably. Not going to worry about thinking about it yet. Okay. Good night to you. Good night to whoever else is still lurking in the Twitch shadow realm. I'll see you later. 2 days from now, to be exact. I'll do up the schedule before then on my actual Twitch program, so I'll know what I'm playing before then. All right. See you later.